everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy, what are we on? It's Thursday. It's January the 22nd of 2026 already. That's kind of crazy. Timotheus, thanks for giving out a gift sub. Appreciate it. Hi, how you guys doing? I'm back, kitty. I'm back. She got up a little early and then was a little miffed when I ran off to get set up, but we're back. We're ready. We can maybe turn on some of this gear and see what we're up to. One thing I wanted to check on was login screen music. Someone was saying yesterday that maybe there wasn't any, but it seems to be working for me. It's spooky thing. Spooky login screen music. That's what we're trying to say. We have had the coffee. It wasn't that long ago. It maybe needs a little more time to buffer. Hi, kitty. How you doing? Miss Kira's gonna we can spend some time here because you're probably gonna wander off in a little bit anyway. So let's have some Petzl weekend. Morning, cat pup. Morning, all. Bunch of pet battle things to do. Yeah, I saw yesterday. There are some new family battler metas with some new rewards. Wonder if I had the sound on. Yeah, it could be a sound stuff can get cut off in all kinds of different places. Oh boy. I feel like I'm always trying to fix my hardware sound when it's software and vice versa. Doing better? Is the UI rebuild? Getting things working again. Nice. I ran another batch of add-on updates this morning. Looking pretty good. Decent amount of things have been updated. I also was looking around and realized I deleted a few things that I probably didn't need to. That are reskinning Blizzard's thing. I'm debating getting details back. Not that it'll be able to give me that many details or any details that Blizzard's thing won't, but just, for the look of the thing. I don't know. We'll see how we like it like this. If I can adjust to using default UI instead of an add-on, I would prefer that, I think. As long as I'm still comfy doing it, just because, it's one less thing to worry about every time a patch rolls around. The fewer of them we need, the better, in theory. Which is big talk for someone with a lot of add-ons. I'm trying to turn on my foot warmer with my feet and my cat on my lap. It's going poorly. I'm sorry, kitty. I know. I gotta use my hands. What's it? Squish that There we go. We can at least have that one. I also wanted to check in on, I kind of wanted to do some transmogging. It's gonna cost so much gold to get all of my alts, mogged. Are you gonna do a fresh install of the game? Seems pretty highly recommended. I hadn't planned to. Nobody recommended it to me. Everything seems to be working fine for me. I think that I don't usually like to take troubleshooting measures until I have a trouble. I'm not much for preventative measures. I did, what am I saying? I'm out of breath. I'm not even awake yet. I was stuffy this morning. What did I do? Oh, I updated my graphics card drivers, so that's something. Although, I betcha it's messed with actually, I should probably look into my graphics settings because I updated my driver and make sure that they haven't changed themselves. They like to do that, and it causes problems for me. Yeah, we've got things on ultra high, which is not where I want them remotely for streaming. That's going to cause me some problems, so we'll take that down to 60. And what else? None of these ultra highs. I could not really care about shadow quality. Yeah. Some of these things, I don't really need them. I don't know. I don't know if I play WoW for the stunning graphics. Am I even looking at the screen? And then we can take this down and this all the way down and this one to maybe there, and let's try that. Yeah, that seems fine and reasonable. You know what I want to do, just while I'm getting sorted here? I want to take a character through Draenor and see if I can find lumber. Being fixed with the stair from the floor. Maybe blind cats do not do that. She still kind of does that. It's not so much that her eyes are fixed on me, but she can hear where I am and she'll point her face at me for sure. Did try to enter the new zones and it shamelessly kicks you out. New zones. Giving us a free mog per character in 1201. That's good. Maybe I should wait to do my alts then. Maybe I should just leave them alone. Thanks for showing the Founders Point character background. Didn't know it existed. Oh, yeah. Bet you a lot of people updated graphics drivers because WoW told them to. Yeah, I'm sure. Mine weren't even that old. I am usually guilty of letting my graphics drivers get like years out of date because, again, if it isn't broken, I try not to fix it. I've had a few too many. Also, maybe I do need to do some transmog. Look at this. I've had a few too many times in my life where I've updated my drivers and it's actually broken something. When I was just updating it to be like a good person or something. But yeah, they told me to, so I did. It's a look. Whatever you did, keep doing it. Oh, thanks. Dealing with a recent bug. Primal Storm's cloaks will only catalyze into Death Knight cloaks. Huh. Tried to get vault appearances for Warlock and Monk, only gives DK cloaks. Weird. Very weird. Here, we'll go to Draenor. Things to get up to today. There are some options. I have a kitty in my lap. I didn't know you were going to stay. Options. One of them, I was thinking about popping onto my Leatherworker character, doing some weeklies to kind of get a spark. Get a couple more sparks on him with the intent of... Oh, I don't have Farm HUD. Here's a question. Did Farm HUD get updated? No, Farm HUD's still on 11.2. What about Lumber Helper? Lumber Helper is on 12.0. All right, hang on. We can work around this. HLH HUD / HLH HUD / HLH HUD. Compass HUD hidden. But I don't want it to be hidden. I wonder if it's doable. Did they kill it? Compass and map. Because housing, what I'm trying to do effectively is Housing Lumber Helper has a feature much like Farm HUD that overlays your HUD. It might be forbidden. It's enabled. It doesn't want to show. Is it because I'm in a city still? I don't think I'm in a city. Tweak the TOC for Farm HUD will work. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna do that. It's a good idea. Anyone know if Blizzard intends on cycling through remixes? Like running them again? Blue Post Near Mont remix stated it would return at a later date. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, forget Farm HUD. Let me see if I have my lumber axe on. Toggle on or off. Wait, I clicked the axe and it vanished. And my chat log says I've learned a new ability, Find Lumber. Is it no longer a toggle? Did they find... Oh, did they put it here? Oh, thank goodness. That's much better. I wonder why they didn't do that from the get-go. Okay, so you can now use your axe, get your bag slot back, learn it as a tracking thing on the mini-map. I don't remember... I read all the notes yesterday. I don't remember reading that. I want to see some for Proof of Life. I'm looking for them in Draenor specifically because the patch notes said that they had fixed this. Oh? Oh? I doubt it would be account-wide. I'm assuming it's per character. I guess we'll find out. Still way better than what it was, though. The axe, you just pick it up at Founders Point or Razor Wind Shores. Wonder if it wasn't there from the beginning, because only people who had pre-ordered had access to housing things. Is that not still the case though? I thought housing is still locked to pre-orders. I think you need midnight for housing. It's account wide. Oh, that's good. If they fixed Why Still Lumber Converter, Maybe they didn't want to freak people out by removing it too early, or maybe they are allowing for outlier cases where somebody farmed a bunch of extra lumber with the intent of turning it into Shadowmoon lumber, and they didn't want to suddenly and without warning take that functionality away. It does appear that there is Shadowmoon lumber. It does not appear like there's a lot of it, to be honest with you. I've done a good cross section of this zone, and I have found 2 nodes. Oh, 3. There we go. Yeah, it's here. It's here. Yeah. Alright, well, that's good to know. I don't think I actually need it for anything right now. You know what else I want to know? I'm going to do a little lap, I guess not around the entire continent, but I would love to see if I can find an area where perhaps lumber is a little more plentiful. Because, we're maximum zoom. Because if this is the rate, like if they leave the lumber trader in, and this is the rate at which we get Shadowmoon lumber, this kind of sucks. There definitely doesn't seem so good. Oh, there's one. Maybe I'm forgetting how rapidly I used to find nodes, but I'm pretty sure that you can get a lumber a lot faster than this. I'm convinced other nodes were converted to lumber, now share loading at least with ore. You mean like you think you could farm ore to force lumber spawns? Because I don't know about like the node like coordinates themselves, because the lumber is obviously attached to trees in a way that ore wouldn't have been. Option to turn off the add-on number top right below the zone. Add-on number top right below the zone. I don't think I have one of those. Shows how many add-ons you have active. I don't have that. Maybe it's an add-on, ironically? Is this a tree? Oh! Ah, they named this timber. It used to be lumber. It's timber now. That's the Wad lumber mill. Ah. Going back to old farming loop spots, I remember are lumber now. Interesting. Okay. How much do I have? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not farming it for anything in particular. I'm not sure if I'm going to go ahead and work on pet metas at this exact moment. I guess what I can do, what I haven't done yet, is I would love to see what the rewards look like. I know I looked up the achievements and I saw that there are some pets they give you for these new metas. I did not see what, or I didn't like look up what they are though. I'm sure I want to find out if they're cute. You do not need the lumber mill to get lumber. There was a separate garrison system that had to do with trees, and that is still in place. It does not interfere with Shadowmoon lumber. Now works the same as the rest of the lumber, although it does seem kind of sparse. It seems like it kind of sucks still. It's a little better in this zone. I'm having a little better luck here. How is pre-patch? I haven't logged in. Seems so far so good. We don't have the pre-patch event yet. That's gonna happen. Also, hi Ben. That's gonna happen next week. Event starts. So right now they've just kind of dropped like a bunch of systems changes. It has class changes, major class changes. It has stat squish in it. It has some like the add-on apocalypse, which I think has been maybe overblown a little bit, but different some add-ons may not work anymore and some may need some reconfiguring. So this is kind of the week of just like sorting your stuff out. There's not so much content to do as like just kind of getting everything working again. Trying the jungle seems like a very tree sort of place. Like the Gorgrod jungle? It does, doesn't it? I think the secret sauce for lumber may be zones that have small pockets of trees but not many trees overall. If the theory holds true that there is a set amount of lumber spawns in a given zone, the best thing that could happen is for them to be concentrated into like a smaller area, so you don't have to travel as far to get to them. So it could be like a paradox where a huge zone filled with trees may actually have the nodes be fewer and farther between because they're just spread out over the whole thing. That's like the Blade's Edge theory. I don't know if it's true. Sounds like a nice thought. Maybe we're just keeping ourselves busy over here. Even worth doing DBM now? I don't know. That's a good question. I deleted mine, but I may or may not get it back just to have it reskin the elements of the Blizzard timers in a more familiar way. It may be worth it for that. And to have like the old style like countdowns and sound alerts and stuff. I think I'm going to try raiding without it. And then if I feel like I hate it, like in midnight when the season starts and stuff, then I will go back and get DBM. But for now, I'm going to try without it. The stat squish has happened. It has happened. That is part of pre-patch. I don't think any plans to unlock Void Elf Demon Hunters. I guess I forgot that you even needed to unlock them. I didn't have any plans to play them. I want this lumber. Yeah, I'm finding a little bit more of it now. Keep in mind, too used to the specific sounds. Yeah. I'm looking. Oh no, I'm getting it confused. I'm looking for my button. It's a little chilly, and I'm trying to be big fashion today and wear a t-shirt that doesn't have sleeves that go all the way to my wrist. So we're adding extra heat. It's cold. All right. Well, we got some lumber. That's good. Free transmog on 1201, huh? At least one per alt. I'm debating getting them, or at least getting the ones that I want to log into set up now because they look so bad. Revalia, thank you for the 33-month resub. 33 months with pure hazel love. Because who can resist the lady we all love for her nuttiness? Thank you. But the achievement points, yeah. What do you even have to do? How long does it take? Mogged my main alt are definitely staying in clown suits for now. Yeah, I think that's probably the move. All right, let's take her back. I want to check on my Inksie's garrison, my main's garrison. For garrison campaign, actually. There is a piece of decor that is tied to one of the garrison campaign chapters. And I'm just doing my campaign every week because eventually I will have run out of other ones and it will give me the one that I need. I don't remember if they happen in order or not, or if they're random, but we're doing it. I only have a handful of them left. There's also achievement points for doing all of them. Apparently I never did this. They must not have sufficiently bribed me back in the day. Endeavors? Nope. Okay. We're gonna check my mail. I have mail from the auction house. What did I sell? I really liked the Night Elf house exterior, but it took up so much space in my plot. Oh yeah, that's right. I sold a bunch of materials and stuff. I also used some of the new paths, the new curving paths, to redo some of my stones here. I used some of them to redo some of this. I redid the path from my door to my gate and managed to take up substantially less budget because this cobblestone path, it has a budget cost of 1 for this batch of stones. These long ones are budget cost of 3. Whereas before that, I was laying down, like, individual rocks, you know what I mean? Speaking of individual rocks, I feel like I like this better when there's a few other ones sort of mixed into it. Anyway. Husband made me a working mailbox. I was so happy. Oh, hang on. Did they fix the mailboxes so they work? Mail. I have a few mailboxes, actually. Edit house. Post. Because I have a few of them. I wanted to put this one down because I like that one. It's cute. Ah, the mailboxes work now. Whoa! Take 1,700 gold. Yeah, it does. It's more expensive. The set is getting transmogged onto your armor slots, though, not your gear, so you don't have to update it when you change out your gear. If that was the set you wanted to wear, you could keep it on forever and never have to pay it again. You can also, if you pay to save in different sets, you can swap between them for free. And you can swap them at hotkeys. So, how do I do this, actually? It's a good question. They promised me that I could, in my transmog, I could save my sets to my bar. Because I have two outfits saved. And I paid like 1,800 gold each to save them. But now I can flip between them. Oh, that's kind of a nice little animation. I can flip between them without needing to spend any additional gold. Also, I do a funny little step. That's charming. Yeah. Griffin Roost works now too? What does the Griffin Roost do? What do you mean it works? Do griffins come to roost? Hang on. I have room. Do I have a roost? I do have a roost. Oh, there's a birdie in it. Oh, it has a griffin in it. Caca. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Until they let me place my pets, you are now a chicken. I dub thee chicken. Good for you. Yeah, you can make it smaller. You could shrink it. If you really wanted to. How cold is it? Hard to say. Below freezing, but not far below freezing, somewhere in that range. Alright, that's cute. It's a little too cute. I kind of liked it with just a big griffin, like, out here. I like the full-sized griffin. I guess that begs the question of, and I'm not going to keep this, but what if you had Mega Griffin threatening your neighbors? Oh, hi, kitty. Welcome back. Come on up. Come here. Oh, I got you. 76 here in Florida, so cold. Okay. Very good. Put him above the doorway. You shall not pass. Put one above my house tower. Yeah, that's funny. Saskatchewan, it is -33, feels like -43. Yeah, that is too freaking cold. That's inhumane. Oh, man. Is this your home? Yeah. I think I want regular-sized griffin in the chicken coop is what I want to do. See, now he looks real small, comparatively. I was going to do something. I forgot what it was I was going to do. I had notions about getting my leatherworking fixed. I logged onto this character for a reason. Oh, Garrison, that's right. I've already been out to the grocery store. Can I pet that dog? This dog? Well. Hi. Yeah. Did you call the country inhumane? The weather. And I think the country would agree with me. Some temperatures are just not nice for people. I want to see where the new campaign chapter is. I said there's an empty style house tower you could put the griffin in. Isn't there like a flatter one? What do you want? You want... That's an alchemy thing. Went to the grocery store yesterday. Huge winter storm hit Northeast this weekend. Next few days will be a madhouse at the stores. Ah, it's spooky. Invasions. I haven't run the invasions. I should. Definitely still need invasion mounts. So we checked Sergeant Crowley. We checked Aenir. They sometimes start at like funny areas. That's just the trading post. There's a few of them that start literally outside the front gates. Maybe it's inside. There's a few over here. Stocked up on food, ice melt, not eager for the storm. Well, it's good that you're getting prepared. Off, going to enjoy my snow day playing WoW. Nice. Greetings all. Hi, Day. How you doing? Oh, there it is. Oh, yes! This is the campaign chapter we're looking for. Exarch's Call. Off and away. There's a decor at the end of this one. Found a thing. How's your, envious of regions that get days off for snow days? I mean, you can have a day off for a snow day. You just have to, like, not meet your responsibilities as an adult. Work from home today, so you can drop in. Nice. Tried the endeavors yet? Which one did your guild choose? Nothing. No active endeavor. When they get the ranks sorted out, I might ask if they can... I might ask if they can delegate me some neighborhood responsibilities so I could just turn stuff like that on. So we can have something running. Because, yeah, I really want to try them, but my guild neighborhood's not very active right now. Yet to log into WoW, but I'm going to take all the changes this weekend and finally decorate. Wow. Look at Urel. Remember her? She seemed like she was going to be such a big deal. They'll bring her back eventually, right? She was fun. We're going to do a few things here. Oh, we gotta go all the way to Auchindoun. How are you enjoying 12.0? So far, so good. I thought it was gonna be more broken than it is. It's surpassing my expectations. I thought it was gonna be barely functional, and things seem to be largely working. There are issues, but they seem to be both manageable and also getting fixed fairly rapidly, so that's nice. Yeah. Neighborhood manager thing doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm not bugging them to do it now, because I don't think it would help. I don't think it would work anyway. Make a horde house. That feels like a lot of work. Yeah. Leveling a void elf, devour, demon hunter. Double dipping. Actually, the horde house isn't a horrible idea because I don't have one. I could pick a public neighborhood and I could earn decor, not place it, and then use that decor in my alliance house. How does priest feel? I haven't really done any Holy Priest. I haven't had any cause to. I don't think I will until the actual midnight season starts. I'm going in the wrong direction. Oh, is my waypoint UI outdated? Let me see. No, it's on. Do I have waypoint? I'm tracking it. It's over this way. What happened? There's a version of this mount that is a druid flight form for... What is it, Mythic Farak or something like that? I don't know if the purple one's available, though. My remix Bronzapalooza plan to buy a gajillion fell candles backfired as their interior only. Bought a few hundred cobblestones. Spelled it I love remix in my front lawn. My house is now lit and complete. I logged onto my priest yesterday. Felt the seeming lack of buttons from the last time I played it. Shadow didn't feel that bad to me. They did smooth it down a little bit, but they didn't remove anything that I felt like I needed. Holy, I'm a little more worried about, but yeah. I guess worried's not the right word. You know me, I'm gonna play it. Loving Shadow now. Yeah, it feels nice. Usually use Cell or Voodoo, click cast. Yeah, I like in-game mouse over, but I'm not click casting, I'm just mouse over casting. I've been using default mouse over for a long time. Let's talk to... It sounds like we're going to have a lot of flying around to do. Oh, this is a whole scenario. Started working on the Mage Tower last night. Only have the Healer Challenge left. How is it? How does it feel? Post stat squish now. also our sound is maybe a little low. There we go. It feels like the hardest. Shadow is too simple. I think people like the change for alts, but not mains. Yeah. And you're a Shadow main, so that tracks. It's Lord of the War within gear cheese. Use mouse over macros all the way in Lich King Court as the standard. Yeah, I did the same thing. Before they had default mouse over, I had a macro for every spell. And in some ways that is a little bit better, because it lets you customize on a button-by-button basis whether or not you want something to function as a mouse over. So for a long time I was used to my healing and friendly spells being mouse over, but all of my hostile spells just working like normal. And when I switched to global mouse over, I just kind of adjusted, because it was less of a pain in the butt than maintaining the macro thing. I guess I don't have that many hostile spells on Holy Priest. I could make them macros that dictate standard behavior. I've just gotten used to the fact that I can mouse over cast offensive spells as well. Genji3, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking me for your Prime sub. Hi. I'm keeping up. We're fine. Did make me one attempt the Arcane Mage Tower now. Ooh. Mildly worried to see how my warrior feels. I haven't set up any of my hunters, actually. I should figure out what I'm going to do with their buttons. That and one of the druid damage specs. I was debating whether I wanted to just use one button macro or try to set myself up in like Feral or something for my leather workers stuff, because I need him to do a little bit of current content for some sparks. Today's task when I get home from work is fixing my mage and evoker bars. I've been going through my alts one at a time, getting them set up. Yeah, that's really smart. It's a nice thing to do early. I should do that. My priest wasn't, well, I only did shadow, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too hard to get done. So this is finished and now turns in back there. This one happens there. This one happens there. Can you, oh, they can teleport me out. That's nice. As far as I know, BM Hunter overly simple may not take you long. Yeah, I should probably just like wipe the bars completely and then set them up from scratch. And then maybe take a screenshot so I can replicate it on all of my various characters, because I have a horrible habit of having like 20 of the same class in the same spec with their bars set up just slightly differently because I didn't do it perfectly. And you think you're multi-shots in one button and it's not. Can't decide if I think Frost is too simple. I like not having to care about the distance I am, since I'm not trying to get an extra winter chill stack out of my flurry. Saw Hazel's shirt, live in a snow town, love scooping snow. You can export your profile to other characters. I know you can export your bar profile. Can you export without any add-ons the way, like, which button is on which button? That's something I know people have recommended me add-ons. It would be really exciting if that was doable in default UI. Because I know you can export these profiles, but these profiles don't. No add-on required. No, you need one. Heal turn. Yeah, like a spell in a specific action bar second. I know add-ons can do that. I've been hoping that that I could do it without an add-on. That would be real nice. Okay. May or may not be necessary. I think people forget it's only pre-patch. Yeah, we will get Apex talents for sure. I think it's also, the game is evolving a little bit, and I think it's maybe not for every class and every spec, but you know, it's kind of evolving to exist in a world without, you know, like hyper customizable spaceship UIs. And it's sort of evolving for a world where people increasingly have shorter attention spans and can't really be bothered to learn something that's like super complex. It's not the same gamer that they were making games for 20 years ago. Wild Thrash is the replacement for multi-shot. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at it. Enjoying pre-patch so much. I don't really want to ride a Talbuk. I'm also dying. I'm also healing. Or taking damage from the poison mist. Can't out-level poison mist. I don't think it's a bad thing. I guess I said it in kind of a judgy tone, but I don't think it's necessarily like a problem. Even people that were really into those things back then, maybe the same people don't necessarily want to have to think that hard now. It's not the same badge of honor that it used to be. Many people have moved over to other games that are more complicated because they missed that. PoE versus Diablo 3-4. Yeah, it's something that's always going to be available. I would be curious about the numbers, though. Like the player numbers. I think there is a sort of silent-ish majority that prefers things to be a little simpler. That maybe wouldn't speak up about that online because that's a take that's likely to get you clowned on. But who knows? Doesn't really matter. You just play what makes you happy. Oh, I see what I'm doing. You could make a new pre-spec. What would it be? A new pre-spec? Adding instead of just, like, deleting discipline? I don't know. I don't think I would want to. A lot of big streamers have long been advocating for less button bloat. Video games in general are moving more towards simple and mainstream, better or worse. Yeah. What decor are you trying to get? I forget the name of it, but there's definitely an item that is tied to the Exarch's Call Garrison campaign chapter. And I just evidently have never done it. But I'm on it now. I clearly have enough of these mushrooms. I no longer need to loot them. I need to find the people that need the help. That's the stuff. I miss my buttons. I feel like I heard for years that there were too many buttons. I feel like from first squinty glance that they've done a reasonably good job of pruning buttons that were kind of competing for space with each other in a rotation, but leaving like interesting and fun utility buttons that you may or may not even want to have on your bar. I like that the game lets me do things like Mind Soothe and Mind Control and Mind Vision. I don't need them to prune those buttons just because I barely use them. And they're not fighting for space in my UI. There was a version of the game, Draenor, where they came through and they pruned really heavily, and those were the types of things that they targeted. And I think that this is maybe a more wisely guided approach. But I haven't played very many of the specs to see how they actually feel in practice. Trying to be able to get the game on mobile Steam Deck? No. I think it's increasingly moving towards being very playable on different types of input mechanics and controllers. It already is, but like I feel like that is going to become more promoted and mainstream and like supported. Okay, those two are done, and we need to now go to Frostfire Ridge. Let's take a little shortcut across the sea. Some specs seem really good, some seem too aggressively pruned. Yeah. Except healer interrupts. Not feeling... Oh yeah, healer interrupts for Mage Tower were like necessary. I did, despite being a priest main, even back then, both times that I did Mage Tower and I did the healer challenge, I used a Resto Druid because of their utility and kicks and stuff. I felt unequipped to handle it otherwise. Wonder if they'll revisit Auction as a mobile. Yeah. Maybe. The question I always ask whenever somebody suggests something like that seems like a good idea for players is what's in it for Blizzard? Because that's something that they think about. If we spend the money and resources to do this, what's in it for us? Is it going to make anybody who's not playing want to play? Is it going to make anybody who's already playing spend more money? Because if the answer is no to both, they ain't doing it. Amazed they haven't integrated the features of console port yet, right? I kind of figured that was going to be coming sooner, but I bet you it's something that's in the that they're like thinking about. Tracy, thank you for the 34-month resub. Happy pre-patch. You're awesome. The end. Aw. Shucks. Happy pre-patch to you. Final Fantasy charges a monthly sub for the mobile auction house app. See, that I could see Blizzard doing. I bet you some people would pay an extra $5 a month to get it on their phone. I wouldn't. But I don't need things to be mobile. I don't leave my home enough. Okay, I think we're ready to go back to Shadowman Valley. Is it worth? We can fly. It's a big long flight. It's 10,000 yards. When I was trying Hunter, I felt like I was missing Binding Shot. Don't know if they actually got rid of that. At least one utility button where I went, oh no, I like that CC the most. Happy sub prices haven't gone up. So they have in some regions, for some currencies. I think they just haven't touched USD. Although to be honest, I don't even know what my sub price is because I've been on the annual sub for so long. So every now and then I just get like a chunky charge to my credit card and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, another year of WoW. Just like mobile gaming, I enjoy my surroundings when I'm out. Yeah. It's kind of how I feel. I don't leave my home often enough. My lifestyle doesn't need mobile games. If I was someone who had like a long commute where someone else was driving, you know, you're on a train, you're on a subway, you're on a bus, you are someone else that's not me who doesn't get car sick or motion sick, then I can understand more. Or maybe you have like regular downtime points in your day where you're waiting for things out in public, then it makes a lot more sense. But I'm not that person. If I'm outside, I am on a mission. I am on a surgical military mission to like buy milk or whatever it is, or do the hike or walk the dog or whatever I left my house to do. I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna go home. I'm all teams go at objective when I'm outside. But that's just my life. Need to get the Animal Crossing Switch 2 upgrade. Oh yeah? I like that. I have the update just on my Switch version. It's been good. Love to be able to fish in WoW using an app. Paying for an annual sub is the final boss of girl math. What's girl math? Without context, I don't immediately love the phrase, but I'm sure there is more to it. Is girl math just math and that's the joke? Give me PvP pet battles on my phone so my phone can sit in queue for 40 hours. Justifying questionable financial choices. Huh. It's like using cash and saying it doesn't count. Yeah, I don't love that. I do not love the implication. I'm sure people use it in non-problematic ways, but that feels gross to me. Ugh, okay. We're gonna shake that one right off. Also, paying for an annual WoW sub if you're going to play WoW all year is cheaper. It's not free, but it's cheaper than paying a monthly sub. Miss being able to do mission tables on the mobile app. Mostly used in a self-deprecating manner. Do we need to be self-deprecating with misogyny? Is that, I guess, in the privacy of your own home, do whatever you want. There it is, Dranic Wooden Table. I use a lot of humor just at home with my husband that I would not say online because of context, but like, ooh. Alright. Can't afford the giant hit to the budget, maybe in a few months though. Haven't been able to catch a stream. How are you doing? What's new? Hi, I'm doing okay. I'm keeping it more or less together. We have good days and bad days. I'm doing alright. It's winter, so I always get kind of iffy in the winter time. I bet you in a couple months when the sun comes back, I'll feel a little better. Things are going good though. We also got a new patch yet. Midnight's nearly here. I finally got this table. Yes, we can. I can probably give up on this achievement now. There's only 3 chapters left, but I got the decor that I wanted. This Dranic wooden table. Happy with that. I justify my questionable financial choices with the line, I make the money, I spend the money. Yeah. It's... Yeah. It's like that Barbie that used to say math is hard. Here's the thing. I'm not here to judge self-deprecating humor or being bad at math. I make jokes about being bad at math because, not so much that I'm bad at math, but just because it makes my brain tired. I just dislike the tying it to the generalization of being female because, like, yikes. You know, I'm not bad at math because I'm a woman. I'm bad at math because I'm tired. Am I tired because I'm a woman? That's a different question. Yeah. It's just, even when it seems pretty harmless, it's the kind of thing that gets into people's subconscious that they later use to justify stuff that is worse. But we're not gonna stay in icky straits for too long. Is there a vendor for that item after the quest is done? Yeah, it's in Stormshield. There is. Embrace the dad joke and the cringe, encouraging whatever she wants to do. Did you get the secret golden chest yet from Pandaria? Well, it's a secret. Where was I? Draenor? Somewhere in Draenor? Shadowmoon Valley, I think? I think it was where they had talked about doing a capital city, but then they didn't do it. Now, if we could find, like, an inoffensive way to rebrand the girl math thing to, like, young person math, that I can get on board with, because I feel like there is a, not always true, but slightly more fair generalization that sometimes the financial literacy is not there yet from a young age. And I think a lot of us can relate to being young and making questionable financial choices because we wanted to. I don't know if I can tie that to being young either. There's plenty of people that are very young and very financially literate, and vice versa. Never mind. I apologize to the youth. I'm gonna get on. What am I gonna do? What am I up to? Karabor. Yeah, I think it's Karabor-ish. It's in a sunken ship. Only shows up if you've done the majority of the quests. Yeah. Some of us never grew out of young people math. Like a person trait with bad money management. And it's something that's malleable as well. A lot of things are financial literacy and choices are by default for a lot of people very emotionally driven. People make much more emotional choices about money than they might think that they do. My login screen cannot deal with this. I don't know if it's the campsite. Let's put it back to a regular campsite and see if it loads any faster. Yeah, I think it's the Founders Point campsite. It takes a long time to load. So sometimes for people that have had like lifelong struggles with bad financial choices, sometimes it's a matter of if they get to like a healthier mental place, and the issue that was driving them to behave in that way gets kind of addressed at a root level, you can break out of it. It's like anything else. What am I doing? Speaking of choices, I know what I want to do. Let's get on this guy. I thought for years that I was bad at math, and then I took a comp sci course and realized there was another way to think of math that worked for my brain. Aw. Oh, that's sad, Dorda. That's life, though. I feel like that's a good lesson. It's funny that young people consider cash not real money, but older customers, I find I consider cash the only form of real money. It's easier for me to consider cash real money because you can physically deal with it, but it's been so long since I have physically dealt with cash that I'm much more used to using digital money now. Morning, Hazel. Morning, all. Someone who has bad brain chemicals, financial decisions are a lot, yeah. What are you most excited for come summer in your new house? IRL, I think, based on context. I want to garden. I'm gonna plant some things, I'm gonna water them, I'm gonna see if they grow. I'm not gonna get myself into any bigger projects because, speaking of financial choices, first year in the house is spending money on emergencies only. I'm not really doing any like cosmetic changes or anything that is not like a strict problem. If something's broken and it's not about to break more, it's not broken for now. As long as I can live my life, we're fine for the moment. But I want to do some gardening for sure. So this guy. I am a feral druid? I am a feral druid. Let me get into a delve build. Wowhead, feral druid. Delve build. It's so hard to type when your fingers are cold. I have a vague plan of what I'm planting. I've planned like half of what I want to plant, and then I've reserved about half of my space and resources for chaos, because I know that when I go to a garden center and I start looking at seeds and like starts and stuff, I'm gonna want to do some weird stuff. So I'm leaving room for that. And if I don't know what I want to do or I don't want to do anything, that's fine. And I can just stick to the stuff that I'm planning. Are you feral or tame? Oh, man. I'm a house druid. Meow. I want a Delve Wildstalker build. Copy it. Import. Do that. Seem to not be able to copy and import properly. That's looking okay for me. Pause to catch up in regular yard stuff. Gonna grow some green beans, 1 cherry tomato. I need to get a ladder, or a couple of ladders. There's some things that I want to like prune or shape that are higher than what I can reasonably reach, and I need to just get up there carefully, you know, trying to avoid any major injuries. Okay, so I have talents. That's good. My bars frighten me, and I'm gonna try to actually sort them out. So let me, for a second. This is all fine. Really? I still have Berserk and Convoke? Okay. And that seems like more of a this bar. Those are fine. Those are fine. Okay. Hang on. We can leave that there. We're gonna take the one button off for now. Druids still have some stuff. I can stick roots over there, hibernate over there, mass entanglement. Yeah, you still have plenty of buttons. Let's do that. We've got our buff. So, yeah, they didn't really kill any of the notable, whatchamacallit, utility. I misread, didn't realize the gear catch-up event was next week. I am disgruntled. Need to redo the landscaping. A main waterline fiasco happened a while ago. I did 4 beds of potatoes. Had to dig them up. No more potatoes. Sad I couldn't get bell peppers to grow. Convincing my parents to start a vegetable garden. They live overseas. They don't want to start something like that till they're back. Find a way to keep the local deer herd. Yeah. Came for Dropstain for vibes. Aw. Forgot how to play the game without OP. This is so bad. I wonder if I'm biting off more than I can chew here by trying to actually set up playable feral bars. It's not like I know how to be a feral druid, but this is the test, you know? Can someone doesn't know much about druid or feral druid figure out this new version? I have so many utility buttons. I really thought my bars were going to be empty. What am I supposed to do with all this? This is too many. I don't I don't want all this. I'm not rezzing anybody. You died, you fix it. Alright, that's bear form, that's just wrath. That's res, that's bear form, that's moonfire. So, and then out of here we will wait, primal wrath, that's a cat form finisher. Is that on my bar yet? It should be. It's funny, it looks like rip but like glam. And then I want to put regrowth here. My anomaly detection can bite me. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. That one's gone. That can just be for tagging stuff. Bear form doesn't really need much, but except for cat form, really. I guess we can throw frenzied regen on the bar. I still have shift 7. Nah, shift 7 to remove corruption. I usually like to keep, and I still have it here somewhere. Yeah, cancel form button on my bar. Am I really decursing and depoisoning? I don't know, maybe. Here, I'm not battle resing anybody either. Again, they died. They could deal with it. I'm just playing by myself over here. Yeah, some classes have... This is post-prune. This is fine. There's not a problem going on over here. Okay, so we've got... I don't need to taunt anything. I also don't really need to be in bear form. If I was in bear form, I would maybe want to thrash and basically just get out. And then there's cat form, where I have Rake. Frantic Frenzy is kind of like an AoE cooldown, it looks like. Shred. Rip, bite, swipe. Primal Wrath. Is that it? That looks like it. Alright. See if I can figure that out. Suddenly glad I play on EU servers will never be matched with you healing me. I mean, if I'm healing, that's different. It's just because I'm setting myself up for feral delves. Although, when I used to do PvP with Flabby and his friends, he played with a healer whose favorite catchphrase was, "If you die, it's your fault." And they would frantically repeat that whenever their friends went out on the offensive when there were no available cooldowns for them. I told you not to do this. If you die, it's your fault. Alright. I'm doing delves. Ideally, top level delves here. But it doesn't appear that these ones are bountiful. I could do them anyways. The dream behind doing Isle of Dorn delves is that I could get Crackling Shards. I'm still 3 Crackling Shards short of a Alanir amount after all these years. Let's do Earthcrawl Mines. I do still play with Flabby, yeah. He's my neighbor in my neighborhood. He's in my guild now. Good YouTube people. Oh, good, you're not asking me. Someone new to Feral. There must be someone. Macro along those lines. When I healed way back when going in was a problem, I'm drinking if you die because you couldn't wait. That's on you. Oh, man. It was so funny doing that, too, in, hang on a second. I have not yet done a thing with my nameplates. And they are freaking me out. Nameplates, nameplates, nameplates. No. What do you guys like? Maybe we'll stick with the modern ones. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't even know if I care about mob buffs. If I'm not purging them, it's not a me problem. Although, maybe I'll want that, I don't know. Debuff padding, simplify. Let's simplify Miner and minions. More streamlined way, yeah. Miner and minions. Let's simplify all of these, actually. I only really want complicated stuff for, like, enemies, right? Like, big enemies. Yeah, let's see. Got a lot of pre-packaged casserole veg. Been putting them in the slow cooker. Hearty soup. Looking forward to tonight's, except that it has kale in it, which is yucky. Aww. Here, I'll grab this just for the resonance crystals. I need still more decor from resonance crystals from Koresh. Getting there. Trolls have new hair colors available? Oh. Trolls have a lot of hair colors already. That's exciting. Betcha I'm gonna want a little modifier button down here just in case I wanna... Yeah. Okay. We are just in a rank 1 delve, so nothing should be hard here. Let's put it down here. Nothing should be too difficult. Ended up using Platinator. Built-in ones are far better, a little too restricted on the layout options. I want to see if I can get used to the built-in ones. I have, up till this point in my life, been a... well... not for my whole life. I used to be a KUI nameplates person, but now I've been using Plater for a few years, and I've been really happy with it. But we'll see. I've been asking them to redo nameplates for a long time. We'll see. Kale has a good public relations too. There's a recipe in the WoW cookbook for kale, and it's for honey spiced lichen, you know, like the Northrend food. And what they do is they have you like make a honey and oil dressing and brush kale and then oven crisp it. Except that what I found is that, at least when I tried it, when you brush kale in oil and honey and then you put it in the oven, what you end up with is hot, soggy, sweet, oily kale. Did not get crispy. Did not remotely resemble lichen. Also, I've never desired to eat lichen. It's not really on my, like, bucket list. Hi, Hazel. Hi, everyone. Hello, Astra. How you doing? It was one of the only recipes I never tried again. I may have done it wrong. It's been a long time. There's every chance that I did not execute this recipe correctly. I don't immediately hate this. Do I want to see the data or the information when I'm not targeting them? Like their health percentage? I don't think so. I might like to see their name when I'm not targeting them. That may or may not be an option. We have nameplate information, but it doesn't tell, like, I don't see an immediate option for whether or not. Let's just gather some stuff like this. Midnight is available to play early March or end of February for early access if you get the really expensive version. I made kale chips. They were crunchy. No, I didn't do every recipe in the book. A lot of them are meat-based, and I am not, so there was a lot of easy skips there. And then some of them are for things that are just kind of like... There's one of them that I swear is just like eggs on toast. But it's like a recipe. Which is great. There's probably somebody out there who got the WoW cookbook that has never cooked before and just needed someone to lay out how to do that so they could try it. And I'm happy for them. But I did sit a couple of them out. You are so meat-based. No. I'm made of quartz. I'm actually an earthen. Oil, yeast flakes, umami flavor, garlic powder, salt. They go very crispy, very nice. Yeah, people buy nutritional yeast. Miss your bacon cooking streams. Yeah. I don't think we would break even anymore just based on the ingredients in Canadian grocery prices. I don't think we make enough ad revenue on a baking stream to pay for the flour. Food's kind of nuts over here right now. Oh, yeah, it's a thingy. Nooch, grated and popcorn. Kind of gives it a cheesy flavor. Yeah, people seem to like it. I'm not doing this in a huge hurry, am I? I might finally get around to making your cookies. Maybe. It's so hard to talk myself into doing something like that when it's not like it's even healthy for me. You know what I mean? Like, if it was for when it's like a meal prep thing, I can usually eventually talk myself into doing it because I'm like, this is a good thing. This is good for me. But there's always a part of me that's like, if I'm not in the mood to bake like cookies or something, maybe that's life telling me that I shouldn't. It's hard to talk yourself into doing something that arguably you should maybe not. I don't know. Grow some wheat, make your own flour. Good for the soul? I guess so. I like the idea of cookies more than I like the experience of cookies. Speak with Pivik at the upper level. Use your PC build VOD as a reference when I was upgrading my PC. Really? I hope it didn't lead you astray. Can't have been too bad. The PC still works. Portal's not functional because this is only a rank 1 delve. It's funny, they spawn them, but they don't work. Nothing doing. My warlock cookies are definitely healthy. But I think the healthy excuse, it's not that I'm actually eating that healthy. It's just like my laziness taking on a new voice in my brain. Because like if you gave me like a really nice cookie from like a bakery, I would for sure eat it. I would not be like, I don't know if this is good for me. I would be like, ooh, delicious, and I would consume it. It's just my laziness like hijacking reason to make its arguments. Have a box of tiny chocolate cookies. They are dangerous. And call warlock cookies in raid green crack. My goodness. I was at a pet store and I took a free sample of a dog treat and the cashier was like, oh yeah, we call that smack for dogs. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? Okay. My dog really did like it. That's aggressive. I don't know. Maybe I would have found that funnier once upon a time. It's just beef. Here we go. Let's get... Oh, I don't need to loot these. We nearly at the end here? Yeah. Boss is down this way. Y'all are making me want cookies real bad. He did really, really like it, but he really, really likes everything. He is a dog. He's like a big, goofy dog. You get him something that used to be an animal and he will eat it. When I make dog biscuits, my dog lays by the oven. That's what I should do, is I should make cookies for Moose. I haven't done it in a long time and I have the pumpkin for it. And that way I can justify it as being A, healthy, B, not for me, C, my puppy will be happy. They give you like 5 resonance crystals. How do you not need that? Oh man. Do you fly through the resonance crystal bubbles when you're flying somewhere? The ones that give you like a crystal out of the 100,000 that you may still require? Brother's dog can smell when he has bought treats even through the vacuum packaging. Yeah. Is there a recipe that works for both of you at the start that you could split in half and do dog half and person half? I don't think so. Human cookies are usually begun by creaming together butter and sugar, and my dog cookies use neither of those ingredients. They are made with no butter or sugar. It's like pumpkin and oats and like turmeric and stuff. Love when dogs inspect groceries when you're putting them away. I call my dog security because like anytime we bring any shopping or any package or parcel into the house, he immediately wants to sniff it. I think to determine whether or not it might be for him, because for a while every package was for him, so he had a point. But I pretend he's doing it for the security of the household. You could make person cookies with pumpkin and oats. You could. Would it be worth it? Call that TSA checkup all my cats. I think I'm just crabby. Oh, hands are freezing. The rest of me is doing okay. We do one more delve, and we will probably be finished with a couple of weeklies in a way that will give us some sparks. Wow, this guy's bags are in terrible shape. Pumpkins and oats are good flavors. Is oat a good flavor? I like oats. Like, I eat them, but I eat them as, like, food, you know? It's like kibble for people. It's mush for calories. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh boy! I'm gonna go get oat. I know people make oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm just saying they're wrong. You wouldn't know if it's worth it until you try. I can barely talk myself into making a sugar cookie. I don't think making them healthy is going to be the solution here. I love plain oat cookies. Should I do this? No, I should not. We should do a different delve. I thought that was going to be fast and it was not. Fungal Folly is never fast. We can try Kriegwald's Rest. Never understand the overnight oats obsession people have. I think it's a convenience thing, and I think they do taste nice depending on what you make them with. I've always been an overnight oats hater because it is not difficult to make hot oats, which can have all of the same flavors and also not be cold gloop, you know? But I'm a real cold food hater. I will almost always prefer hot food to cold food. I have a thing, so I'm just projecting my own weirdness. With enough brown sugar, everything tastes great. Do you find there's more sugar in things in the US about the same to Canada? I don't think there was a huge difference going from like Oregon to BC. Now, one time I went on vacation to Orlando, Florida. I was at Disney World and I got sick because everything was so sweet. But that it does not necessarily mean like American food. It could mean food in the South. It could mean food in, you know, corporate conglomerate resorts. Maybe I just ordered too many waffles, you know. I don't think we can judge. Okay. OG Burrito is on the beam on my realm. I don't have the gold for it. Can't just watch it time out. Don't know how to find somebody who wants it. I bet you someone in chat might have a think about it. Because you could make a character on the realm and you don't need to play on that realm. You could just warbank it. Live in Florida, food in the South, next level unhealthy. I love waffles, but they must have large holes in to hold the butter and the syrup. No, I think it'd be fine to post the info in your Discord. It's not like you're trying to sell anything. Hazel waffles, pancakes, or French toast? Oh, waffles for sure. By a country mile. Hi. How you doing, Chris? I wonder if there's less demand for an OG Burrito because a lot of people that would have been in the market for that kind of thing got the shop burrito. It would have cost less than gold cap worth of golden tokens. Just doing chores? Pancakes? I like pancakes because I like making them. It's fun to mix together like powder from your cupboard and pour it into a pan and have it turn into food. Like, that's hilarious. I feel like a witch. But I don't actually like eating them that much. They're not what I want for breakfast. Nowadays I want some protein with breakfast. I need there to be eggs involved. And like protein and starch, eggs and potatoes kind of thing. Doing chores? Nice. Don't forget chocolate chips. I like chocolate chips in cookies. I use them sometimes when baking things. I don't like chocolate in bread or bread-like items. I don't like a chocolate muffin. I don't like chocolate chips in a muffin. I don't like them in pancakes. I'm more about fruit and those things. My partner is the opposite. He prefers fruit, or pardon me, chocolate over fruit, and I prefer fruit over chocolate, like to go with like sweet desserty things. But like I don't want like a chocolate chip banana loaf, that kind of thing. I don't know why. I just don't want my chocolate to be sitting on bread, or muffin, or even pastry. I'd much prefer like a fruit jam or jelly, or even like a cream or a custard or something. Okay, we're allowed to go through this door now. That's good. Blueberry muffins are my thing. Take scrambled eggs, hash browns over sweet breakfast items any day. And childhood me would have been horrified, because when I was a kid, I loved, like, if we went out to like, you go and you meet, like, your like, some elderly people for, like, a family breakfast, and you're at, like, a little diner or restaurant or something, you know I'm hitting up the Belgian waffles. I could not understand why somebody would go to a restaurant and order, like, a scramble. Now I get it. But, at the time, I was horrified. Cinnamon buns they sell in the UBC Student Union building? I've never been to UBC. Oh, actually, maybe... No, I've never been to UBC. I don't think. Size of a baby's head, so sticky and good. They sound nice. They do a half-decent cinnamon bun at Cobb's. There's a chain of bakeries that I used to like. And they do cinnamon buns that are decent. My favorite ones are my mom's, though. My mom's recipe is really good. Cinnamon and that kind of stuff is fine. Yeah, I like a cinnamon bread. Well, do I? Yeah, it's fine. Not against it. Not opposed. I randomly want Cinnabon. Hungry now. I can't enjoy stuff that's like super sweet like that the same way that I could when I was a kid, because I just know it's going to make me feel like garbage. I don't like, when I was younger, either I didn't feel that badly after eating something like that, or I did, but I wasn't paying enough attention to know. But now that I'm present age, it's just not worth it. Tried the cinnamon granola recently? Yummy. Mm. Evening, Hazel. Good evening, Rich. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Do you like yogurt bowls? I'll eat them if I have to. I have purchased them before. Usually if I'm traveling and I like need food. I don't like love yogurt in general though. I've stopped buying it because it costs like $10 for a small thing and I almost never remember to finish eating it. Which is a shame because Greek yogurt is a really good way to get protein and fat, which are important things to eat, but I don't know. I think it's because it's cold. I don't know. On my birthday, we'll murder a Cinnabon. Let's see. But yeah, I think I just prefer more savory food profiles to sweet ones now. Like a really good breakfast is like toast, but like good toast, you know, like some kind of like sour, chewy, crusty sourdough bread kind of situation. Not like a lot of stores will sell sourdough bread and it's just regular bread. It's barely sour. It's the exact same texture. I need my sourdough bread to feel different. I do not want it to be sweet. I do not want it to be cake-like. I want it to be chewy. So you start with that. You know, you get like a fried egg. You get maybe some avocado. You get some hot sauce. Maybe a dash of lemon juice. Now we're talking. That's good. That's good stuff. Sourdough's the future. Yeah, big fan of a nice bread. I do not want my bread to be like cake. I get very upset when my bread is like cake. So hungry now. Avocado toast with an egg and feta cheese with hot sauce and arugula 4 days a week. Oh my god, you're fancy. Also, can I move in? Oatmeal protein bars and Greek yogurt's one of the key binders. Talking breakfast food. Nobody's brought up hash browns. I love hash browns. I will acquire them alongside other things. If you're having a really fancy breakfast day, you have the hash brown on the side. It's honestly what gets me up in the morning. I'm not usually hungry in the mornings, so in order to eat properly, I need it to be appetizing. I don't have it in me anymore to make myself eat something I don't really like. If it's first thing in the morning, I'd rather just skip breakfast, and I know that's a mistake, so have to be crispy. Yeah. I have to go. Go have dinner. This is too much. Have a lovely day. Oh no, I've died. I thought I wasn't standing in the fire. I must have been. Oopsies. Sad floppy hash browns need not apply. I went through some struggles trying to make hash browns from scratch when I was a younger person because I thought it would be really easy. And there's a variety of different like techniques and tactics that you can take to make your hash browns turn out golden and crispy the way that like a frozen one or like a restaurant one would. Even if you're doing it like in a pan or an oven instead of deep frying it. It's to do with removing the starch. So you want to like rinse the starch off it, but you also want to get it really dry. And there's a lot of different things people do. Most of them are kind of a pain in the butt. But until I had kind of figured that out, I made an awful lot of like sad gray gummy potatoes. Because I was like, it's a potato. How hard can it be? Yeah. The answer is not like kind of hard, you know. They're not that easy. You'd think they would be, and they're not. I still do it sometimes. Where do we stand in air fryer hash browns? Hey. Controversial. I don't love an air fryer. I am happy for people that love them. I have had them in my past. I've made some decent hash browns in them. I like that they get crispy, but they're just kind of desiccating it. Although my main gripe with air fryers is not so much the food, it's that they are large and they are loud. I cannot abide the infringement on my countertop space. And I also, the whole time that they're making the stuff, they're yelling at me in like a high-pitched whine, like the scourge of 1,000 furious mosquitoes. I don't know why more people aren't upset by this. No, with you, don't own an air fryer. Have you ever? I have, in 2 different moves in my life, left the air fryer behind on purpose. And then once I repurchased it, because I was like, surely I must need one. Everybody loves these. And then I moved again, and I was like, no, I don't. How do you get things crispy? I don't know, a pan? Stainless steel pan or a cast iron pan? I have both. Heat. You can't be afraid of heat. People are so afraid of burning their food that they don't cook their food properly. We are on a food tear. It's not even 10:30 in the morning in the West Coast, by the way. It's 10:29 a.m. right now. Yeah, convection toaster oven, great. Some standard ovens will have convection. That's fine, too. It also bothered me that an air fryer was basically like blasting hot air and fans on food with a little bit of oil and getting that oil everywhere, and you could only clean the tray. You couldn't clean like the interior of the thing. Is that not just going to accumulate oil? I don't know. Cooking high for almost everything to get it crispy. It wouldn't be a hazel stream if food isn't at least touched on. We've been on it. Had to grab a hash brown and sausage because of this. Sorry, guys. Oy. One of those combi microwaves, supposedly an air fryer, used exactly once to make the soggiest sweet potato fries I've ever had. Never tried again. Sweet potatoes and yams have a lot of moisture in them. I love a yam fry, but I've accepted that they're not going to be that crispy if I make them at home. Where can we find your old cooking VODs? There's a YouTube playlist. It's ancient. They're probably, what, 10 years old now? There's a YouTube playlist. Do you ever make dog biscuits? You ever bake those? I'm trying to talk myself into doing another batch. I bet you could air fry dog biscuits, actually. It's good to get them like really dry so that they don't mold. Eggs Benedict. Partner loves a good salmon eggs Benedict. That is my holy grail breakfast. And the greatest tragedy is when I cannot. Like when I'm at a place that you'd think would have it and they only have meat and they don't have a salmon one. Smoked salmon eggs Benny is the finest West Coast breakfast available to mankind. Literally working on a video of bacon dog biscuits. My husband, oh, they didn't like them? Not even Archer? He seems like such a hungry boy. Where do your dogs, and I'm not going to interrogate you for too long, I promise. Where do they stand on hugs? I think I Stockholmed my dog into liking hugs. But I want to give him a hug around the front. He always gives me his butt. But I don't think he liked them at first. I think I've brainwashed him. Just by ruthless application of hugs over the years. Both pro, but only if they're already sitting. True. If my dog is like playing and outside, you can't pet him. He will run away from you if you try to pet him, even if it's me, his mother. But you know, if like we're cuddling on the couch, then we're gonna be besties. Every time I try to spoon them, they get up and walk away huffily. Send a couple King Arthur dog biscuit kits to a friend. Oh man, this is making me want to pull up my Moosey picture again. I managed to get a really good. Oh, hang on. You guys aren't allowed to see that. I have to pick it out. There's Christmas pictures in there. 1 second. Where is it? It's just all pictures of my dog, but where is he? I managed to get him. We were cuddling on the couch and we were real cute. There it is. Here's the one. That's my baby. I managed to talk him into this. Delete the VOD. I think it's fine. There's nothing that's gonna dox me. They were very small. Hey Hazel and Chat, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Isn't he cutie? When he's really cold, he rolls up into like a circle and he tucks his tail into him, and then I call him my Cinnamon Bun. Whoopee. I know, right? Isn't he so cute? He's just a good dude. He didn't eat Kira's food last night, even though he really wanted to, because she got extra special yummies so I could give her pain meds. And he was kind of like looking at the remains of it, because she doesn't want... My cat will not eat the chicken out of the chicken gravy. She just wants to lick off the gravy. And she left the chicken in her bowl, and Moose is like, she's not even gonna eat it. Guys! I'm a German Shepherd too. Can confirm, tolerate hugs, hate spooning. Smoked salmon eggs Benedict has its own name, Eggs Royale. Did I turn in my... Oh, I need to talk to Bran. I need to talk to the Delve person. Cat does the same thing. I'm just gonna buy her the pate next time, because I had a heck of a time trying to give her the pill last time. She kept, like, finding a way to spit it out, which must be hard without teeth. She took it eventually, though, and she looks like she's feeling much better. Baby girl. Okay, this way. What time is it? 10:34? Their ground is frozen right now because of winter, and he's tearing around the yard, just sliding out. Dog on skis right now. But like, he won't slow down enough. I'm worried he's gonna pull his hips. He won't slow down enough to not just do that. The vet didn't give us the tube tool they had, but blowing in the nose helped. Oh. For a kitty or for a dog? Mixed Husky German Shepherd, love him. Also had a full-bred Husky girl, total mess. Yeah, Moose is like a Husky. He's technically German Shepherd, Malamute, Husky, and then like etc. According to the DNA test, there's like 20 other things in there. But those are the top 3. Malamute over Husky makes sense as to why he's so big. He's cute. He's a good boy. Firm believer that Husky is not a breed. It is a state of mind. Moose is taken to... I'll open the door to let him inside. And you live in the Northwest. You know this. It's winter. It's cold outside. Heat is not free. Warm air is cascading out the doorway. And Moose will be standing like a meter, I don't know, 10 feet in front of the door, just looking at me being like, okay, I want to come in. You have my attention. What's in it for Moose? He's trained us that if we want him to come in the door, we better have either a squeaky toy or a treat or deception. You can lie. You can lie to him. You can pretend to have those things and then not have them, but he will judge you. Took a DNA test. Turns out he's 100% that. Did I get any sparks? I got a half a spark. I kind of feel like I felt like I was gonna get more spark bits from all of this. I guess not. I think I'm giving up for now. Forget this. That's how my Yorkie is. Wish I could do this. They just require I keep the door open 24/7. My house is freezing. Oh my god. I could not. Oh. I loved the video. I think it was like a year or two ago of, I think it was Leia like trying to tunnel under your fence. They were just digging like a massive hole. Oh man. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I guess I can check in on my class order hauls. I've got a spreadsheet. That's still there, that hole. Yeah. I only just got a yard for my boy, and he discovered that when it rains and the ground's soft, that's when he really wants to dig. And I filled it back in, and I've managed to just like plonk some random grass and dandelions down there. I figure I'd rather be filled with weeds than nothing. Biggest crush on the neighbor's dog. Aww. That's really cute. I feel like such a stalker. I've seen enough of your videos that I know what the neighbor's dog looks like. My dog would kill for a neighbor dog. He just stares at our neighbor people. One of the neighbors has a kid, and my dog will just like stick his head like through the hedge and kind of like look at this kid because he likes kids, but like it's ominous if you don't know him. Oh man. We need to recruit troops. That's what we're doing. We're 15 to 20. That's gonna be 17. I want that mission table for my house. You can get it, right? It's the troop recruiting one, I think. I think it's one of the pieces of decor. Alright, 4. This should do it, actually. I don't think I need to send it anymore. I think that that's going to be okay for warrior troops. Death Knight needs quests. Shaman needs Jesus. Green Jesus. Hunter probably needs... I should check on my Hunter, my Demon Hunter, and see if they need missions. I ran into my neighbor last week, and she was like, you know, random people I went to high school with keep sending me those videos. They're like, wait, is that your dog? Is that awkward? That's funny. Oh, man. Oh, not available yet. Gotcha. I feel like I would be mortified. I never tell my neighbors that I work online. I feel like for me, there's no way for me to try to explain what I do to like older people without making it sound like I make porn. There's no way to get that across. So I just tell them that I edit video, which is kind of true. So, yeah. Good. Yep. I'm an online worker. Especially because I'm like, you can tell that I'm being cagey about it, which I think implies, you know, sex work. Yeah, you just tell them you make porn, right? They stop asking questions quick. I don't know if I could get away with that. You are a video editor. It's a half-truth. That's genuinely what I put. When I bought my car, they were asking questions about my job. And I tried to tell them what I do, and they were like, yeah, we don't have that in the system. And I'm like, video editor? And they're like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, okay, sure. I have the money. I don't know why you need all of this information. I just want to purchase the car. This character needs to do some questing. I guess we can just do that. Have at it. Off and away. Yeah. Skilled. I haven't been editing any video lately. Perhaps I should. Someone tells me in a cagey way that you edit videos would think adult work. Yeah. I find video editing is a good way to put it to older people because that's something that they can understand or like relate to. The other thing that I'll tell people if it comes up that I have like a regular daily thing is I say that I do like a radio show. I say that I have like an online radio show, which is, I guess, kind of true. Self-employed is usually not enough. Normally there's follow-up questions. Are the raid guides done? Oh, bless you. No. You love nosy neighbors? I thought my neighbors were going to be nosy. They're not. If anything, I'm the nosy neighbor. Not that I'm like out into their business, but buddy who had the scratch to buy his house with cash, Market Wiz, hasn't had a job, and they still made him come up with something that wasn't drug dealer. Yeah, you end up getting that kind of situation is going to get you some attention just because people are going to assume that you're money laundering. Keep putting off doing something important because I can't deal with the paperwork anymore. Yep. I know that feeling. I am the exact same way. I have an outsized distress about bureaucracy and paperwork to the point that I will make things worse by not dealing with it when I really should. The tactic I'm taking right now is I have a list on paper that is my list of awful things that I'm avoiding. And the plan was just to write them down and not even do any of them, but just write them down. And since I've written them down, I have maybe every like third or fourth day tackled one thing. And I'm still not done the list yet, but I am moving, which is the important thing. Not every day I'm going to have the energy to do that, but some days I can kind of sort of handle it. Video going to the last boss this time? Maybe. Maybe not. I'll try. I did it last time. Demencius actually got a video before he was outdated. Wow. It's like a reality TV show in the street that I live on. We apparently have like a mysterious drama neighbor. They haven't caused me any trouble. Maybe I'm like too many houses down from them, but like when I was meeting my neighbors and somebody was like, oh yeah, it's great people in this corner. You know, these people are great and these people are great. Those people are something else. There's like a mysterious, like unspoken, like everybody has referred to like the trouble down the street, but like I can't tell what the trouble down this street is. Hasn't been any trouble to me. It's one of those neighborhoods where I'm trying to figure out if there's actually like problems or if it's just, you know, something else. That's all that matters. I just try very hard to not be the problem neighbor myself. I don't know. It's my first time ever having a house. I'm scared I'm gonna do it wrong. Quest add-on? Windows different? Dialogue UI is what that one's called. That's Dialogue UI. I'm halfway the problem neighbor. I just need to get over myself a little bit and just accept that I am sometimes going to bother people and that everyone will survive. I need to accept that, and it's hard for me. It's tough. I'm going to have to move through life in a way that pisses off someone eventually. It's going to happen. And we're just all going to have to make our peace with that. Do you ever watch ASMR content? No, it freaks me right out. Every now and then, because I watch a lot of pet content on YouTube, every now and then there'll be like I guess it doesn't really come up with pet content, does it? What does it come up with? It's like an unboxing video. I don't know. Like some ASMR will sneak into the algorithm and it'll play and it jump scares me every time. I don't like it at all. I've made a career out of being slightly annoying. No, you haven't. You just, the secret sauce is just to never read comments. I love your pet content because not only are your pets really cute, but you're kind of a comedian, so you find ways to frame the things that are going on in ways that are entertaining with or without them. It's kind of like the double whammy. It's stand-up and adorable huskies, you know? I love that. Rabbit eating lettuce ASMR. That I could maybe get more on board with. I was trying to watch, and maybe this was my first problem, but I was trying to watch somebody unbox a watch. We're not going to get into that. But it was this woman who had long acrylic nails, and it seemed very important to her that at every opportunity, she tap her long acrylic nails onto, like, everything. And someone wants that, and I don't know who, and I don't know why. It was, I don't know. I couldn't deal with it. That's the meta. It's a choice. Oh, love making those the most. They do not get views, make them for me. Well, if it helps, I think you're hilarious. Like the lawn cleaning videos isn't meant to be ASMR, but I can deal with it and don't mind it. Also, woodworking videos. I mean, I think that there's something about like a video that includes the sound that happened when the thing happened, you know, in a way that's meant to be calming, that's not specifically ASMR, but is just supposed to be immersive and like peaceful. That's fine. You know, I can deal with the rabbit eating the lettuce or like power washing something. Although real power washers are like loud. But genuine ASMR that is supposed to make your spine tingle makes me want to rip my spinal cord out Mortal Kombat style. Can't imagine a table saw sound being calming. To somebody, it probably puts them to sleep. Somebody probably has really beautiful memories of like woodworking with their dad, and they just put on table saw ASMR to go to bed. Find your content a certain type of ASMR. The cozy vibe way you speak sometimes makes me sleepy. Aww. Yeah, I think ASMR is also kind of fragmented in that some of it is intended to induce the nerve response in you, and some of it is just relaxing content. Some people have, it's been kind of diluted into some people believing that it is just relaxing content in general, which is sort of a related but different category. Did you play the new Animal Crossing patch? I have been playing it, but my island is only 2 stars because I restarted it like a month ago. So I don't actually have any of the new content. I have like the new quality of life bonuses. I can craft multiple things at a time, and I can craft from my house's storage, which is excellent. But I don't have like the hotel or any of that because I haven't progressed far enough. Do audio engineering as a hobby. And high quality sound is important to me. Tapping sound, mouth noises, ASMR stuff is everything I try and rip out of recordings to make everything else sound better and professional. Audio engineering is a sick hobby. What a fire thing to do for fun. Weirdly love doing lawn work, like with an edging tool. Very relaxing. No, I don't have a power washer. I don't really have anything I could power wash. Not a lot of pavement out here. I think if I power wash my driveway, it would become a hole. Predict our neighborhoods in WoW will eventually take on Stardew Valley. So much to do. What am I even... I'm doing something. This is to do with the Shaman class order hall. I think we're getting somewhere. It is about 10:49. I should probably find a safe spot and take a quick break. I heard my phone go off. I should make sure my husband hasn't like gone over a cliff or anything. I think he was gonna go fishing today. Helping my daughter's theater department redo their sound system next week from the ground up in a 40-year-old auditorium. Ooh, fun. I don't know if AOTC is gone or not. It's a good question. Second ritual this way. Add-ons currently using. I have an add-on spreadsheet, but I haven't taken everything out of it. All the things: Pet Walker, Dialogue UI, Leatrix Plus. Not much, to be honest with you. Very few things are enabled right now. Most of this is default UI. All right, I should take BRB. Alrighty. Let's see. We're getting somewhere here. This is definitely for decor. Like, I'm doing class order hall stuff to get decor. And also mounts. So it's all good. I feel like maybe there's something else that I should be doing right now in pre-patch, though. But I guess it's just kind of a down week, huh? Wanna come back up? Hi, baby. You come sit with me. You come sit right here. You want to say hi? Good. This is Kira, if anybody hasn't met her yet. I feel like a lot of you will have. She's been around. 10 out of 10 cat. She's a good girl. You are... What are you? Standard issue cat. She's blind. She's fun. She speaks not English, but we have a shared language that we've established between each other. She's got a special meow for thank you. She's got a meow for good morning. She's got a meow for frick you, give me food. She's a real sweetie. She was not born blind, no. She lost her vision a couple of years ago. None of the vets have been able to tell me why. Glad she's feeling better. Yeah, I don't think she's hurting as much now. I think the meds are helping. Hi. Hi. I know. Okay, let's see. Where am I going? This way. I really thought she was going to fight me for my heated blanket when I got it for Christmas, but she's not really been all that much about it. It's very weird. See the guy on TikTok who speaks cat and then got canceled for telling women they were wrong for picking the bear over men. No, I'm actually not on TikTok. I know you from YouTube. I feel like TikTok would be a net negative for me. There's no follow-up to that. I have no part 2. That's just a guy who exists. Yeah, people really do contain multitudes, right? Oh, dear. Hi, baby girl. I bring my man when I go hiking to protect me against bears and men. And cats. I feel like between me and my partner and our dog, we're unlikely to get into trouble with a cougar. It would be different if I was, like, lame or, you know, had, like, a small dog or something, but... Or a toddler. This way. You guys get bears there, or is it a little too urban? I never saw them until I moved to a more rural place, but we have lots of black bears here. They get into people's business. Or rather, people's business has been built up over the places that they were getting into in the first place. Yeah, I would be more concerned about a cougar than a bear, mostly just because if I've seen the cougar, then the cougar's probably already seen me and decided that it wants to do this. I think that most of the time, if a cougar sees me and decides it doesn't want to do this, which is most of the time, I would have never known it happened. Chef Balak, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. I growled at someone one time ever due to approach my wife while they were walking alone in the park. They have, like, a sense. And maybe this is like a crazy dog person thing, but I 1000% trust Moose's people detector. If he says someone is good people, I'm good with that. And if he says someone is not good people, I'm gonna not, like, throw fruit at them or anything, but, like, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. A pack of coyotes live in the park by my house. Ooh. She has the best judgment. My dog does not know what to do with bears. Which is good. I don't want him to look at a bear and then decide what he wants to do. But the handful of times that we've encountered them, we've had Moose on a leash, and he just looks at the bear and he goes... And I don't know if he's, like, afraid or assessing, or if he thinks it's a very big dog and wants to play. Big fat black bears. Deadly cougar attack in Colorado lately. First one in decades. Archer has bad judgment. He'd love Ted Bundy. Why a good judge of character. Coyotes are no joke. They're like cats. I don't know if we have coyotes on the island. We had them in Oregon. I saw them once in Oregon. And I thought it was a bit cool, but I didn't have, like, an off-leash dog or anything. Lovable lab. She loves everyone except for one of my husband's friends. She growled at him and I looked at him and said, "What the heck have you been doing?" Sunset, you hear them doing their cackle howls. Run into them like once a week on average. Not the island when I lived there, granted 20 years ago. I don't think there's been too much change in wildlife, although apparently grizzly bears are swimming. Apparently the grizzlies are swimming here. Not in mass or anything, but there was a whole thing on Texada Island. I think one of the residents took it into their own hands. Leia loses her mind. She wants a coyote boyfriend so badly. Oh my god, she would. Good code phrase. The grizzlies are swimming. I say again. There are bears in the water. I've only just made my peace with black bears. I do not need to make my peace with grizzly bears. Have to bounce. Have a great stream. Thanks for coming by. It is not uncommon in Calgary. One where they darted across a highway scared the yogurt out of me. Trust my Chihuahua's judgment of people implicitly. I think we're going back to Dalaran here. I think the wildlife that is most likely to get me into physical danger here is probably the elk. Just because of their capacity to get into the road in the dark and stand there. And you just, if you don't stop in time, you are going to die. Or at the very least, it's going to total your car. I don't drive a big old car. And the elk do not care about what's going on around them. They're not concerned. A few years back, saying coyotes surround and integrate in just about every city on Earth. Does hate delivery people, and I tend to like them. We're going this way. Hi, Vant. How you doing? Alright, so now we're at the point where we need to do the world quest, and we've got another 5 missions, so this is good. This is where we want to be. I should seek out world quests that are going to give us... we also need to recruit troops, too, huh? Although... Oh, wow. We are really not equipped for this. These are terrible odds! Well, we'll try it. You know, YOLO. Let's go do some world quests, maybe. A couple more champions we can get to. Level your champions. I can usually get away without doing it. The other classes I've managed to do their class order halls without much champion leveling. Remix is finished. You are correct. You think correctly. This is retail. Just because Legion doesn't mean remix. You can still play class halls. I've been playing a little Hearthstone Duos, actually. We fired that up again. It's been good. Do I have too many followers? No, I have the right amount. Let's try you and you and you. Yeah, that one will finish. Place a request to recruit Ascendants? It is a lot of fun, yeah. I've been playing some terrible heroes in Hearthstone BGs because I refuse to pay for the pass again. Pack of Yotis that live on the old military airfield in the middle of Toronto. I have not tried the thing, but where you stand tuned by a lot of ballers, but I've seen someone else play it. It worked very well for them. They won. I was unable to scam them. They managed to elemental sell it onto something else and smoke with it. Wife and I have been playing Duo since it was released. Yeah. I play with Flabby. We were playing Hearthstone together before they even added Duos. Then they added Duos and I was like, this is perfect. It's just for us. So you have to go to Deepholm and you have to... Oh, I do have Blood of Sargeras. Okay. Thinking I don't have any of that, but I do. What add-ons did you keep? Most of them. The only thing that I really got rid of, like, for permanent is weak auras, really. Maybe Plater. I turned off DBM and details, but I may or may not get him back. New person been playing duos with. Really nice. Nice. Oh, it's right behind me. Gotcha. We still suck, though. Oh. Duos is great because you can blame anything. You can blame each other. You can blame the meta. Everywhere in North America, close to heading into South America, not found in Europe and Asia. Do we have them on the island? Are there coyotes on Vancouver Island? No. So not all in North America. Because I'm still in North America. I'm not in continental North America, but like we're pretty close. We're separated by the Strait of Georgia. So we technically don't have grizzlies, moose, bobcats, coyotes, foxes, porcupines, possums, mountain goats, lynx, or wolverines. Although, like I said, the grizzlies are swimming. Uninstalled all my add-ons when they announced it. You get used to not having them pretty fast. I wonder how many people did that. It's not to say that it's not a valid course of action. It is. And if you're happy with it, then it's achieved its goal. But I think a lot of people maybe assumed that the changes were going to be more limiting or widespread than there were. There was a lot of discourse about all add-ons being banned or people kind of taking it to that conclusion. And I think the reality is a lot more limited. No muskox. Maybe the swimming grizzlies. It's just grizzlies, but each grizzly has a wolverine riding shotgun. Sever the limb before the rot sets in. So I feel like it's a little bit like severing a limb because you had maybe not a hangnail, but, you know, severing your foot because you stubbed your toe and it's looking a little purple. It's probably going to be okay. Get a little toenail, correction. What am I doing? I'm going to Dalaran? My Dalaran Hearthstone's on cooldown. Shaman's got Astral Recall, but it does not take them back to the Seat of the Elements. People live long, happy lives with Ninetales. Betcha they do. Yeah, we're just gonna fly from Asuna. What am I gonna do for the rest of this week's streams? Decorate? Is it finally time? Oh yeah, I was gonna check on, well, maybe while I'm flying up there, I was gonna check on, my ranking. I haven't looked at my DFA ranking. They got the new leaderboards up. I want to see my furniture profile. I have, it says on DFA, as of this morning, 1,014 pieces of decor, which puts me at Lightbringer rank 8, which I think is right. Waypoint UI is the add-on giving the pillar for direction. It's called Waypoint UI. Yeah, I'm gonna try raiding in Midnight without DBM, and then if I really hate it and I feel like I'm underperforming, I'll get it back, just for the familiar alerts and cues. But I'm gonna give the new ones a try. I'm not a mythic raider. My needs are not extravagant. 50.4% of decor. Oh. What? Pardon me? Oh dear. So my mount ran out of vigor charges or whatever. Fine. I must have dismounted. I don't recall dismounting. But it must have happened. Or maybe I like flew into an area that was ground mount only and began falling. That was weird, right? That's not just me, that was weird. You were still mounted. That's what I thought. I'm a little nervous now. Happened to me earlier. Must be a pre-patch bug. It's weird. You know, one thing we could do is we could go collecting mythic raid armor sets on various classes to fill in gaps in earlier lower level sets. Actually, I need to do world quests. Is what I need to do. I've got 10 world quests I gotta do over here. I need all kinds of stuff for shaman. I never did get the shaman class all mail. Played the Shadow Priest. Wow. Do you like it? Good WoW or bad WoW? Also, we need to do Neltharian's Lair. You betcha. Alright. Let's port there, huh? I wonder if Zufu's Pet Guides is doing guides for the new meta. Love it. Nice. Like the rest of Shaman changes, much easier to understand now. What is there to do in WoW? I haven't played since early December. We just entered the Midnight pre-patch, so we're kind of contending with a lot of changes to the UI and our class design right now. Housing is a big thing to do. I've been keeping very busy collecting furniture and decor for my house. And then, I guess to some extent, decorating with it. I'm mostly just collecting it right now. Next week, the pre-patch event is going to start. That'll have other things to collect. And catch-up gearing and catch-up leveling opportunities. That's starting on Tuesday. But yeah, we're kind of in like the lull between seasons right now, where we're just kind of getting used to all the changes for Midnight. Thank you, Gygus. I think that rumors of pet battling being removed have been somewhat overstated. They are making some changes, but they're still adding content. They just dropped a whole set of new meta achievements, like this week. There is an article that I keep handy to link in case people are looking for it that talks about what changes they're actually doing. There will be new pet battle content available. This is weird, right? Or maybe it's just that I don't have do I not have Chain Lightning? I guess I need an AoE. Oh, I don't have any talents, do I? Thanks for saying my name right. That was a lucky guess, to be honest. I can't take too much credit. Is Mechagon supposed to be a level 80 zone? I'm gonna grab a starter build. It'll be better than nothing. Happened to me today in Druid Flight form. Oh man. Alright. Maybe with talents this will work better. I think I'm doing fine damage for this. I think the stat squish didn't cripple me that much. It's just that didn't have an AoE on my bar. I ran across a new achievement that notes getting a lifetime total of 1,000,000 abundance. Curious as to what that is and how fast you get it. Starting looking for decor, pre-existing zone NPCs. Nice. There are some great add-ons that can help with that if you're looking for clues. It also makes a fun scavenger hunt if you just want to do it. You just see Gigas? Not that many people tapped into Earthbound. You know what? I'm not tapped into Earthbound. I think I just made a lucky guess. I think the Y implies the pronunciation, though. I think that if you took the Y out, I would understand Gigas more. But I feel like the Y has to be doing something. If AOTC is gone, would be first I miss since Garrosh. It's okay. I'm on to you. Found about the Nomelia Gearhart pet. Had to grab it. So cute. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna look at what the new meta rewards were. I know there's new pet battle metas. And there was a couple of rewards. I just wanted to look in the journal and see what they looked like. That's right. I was gonna do that. Moondarter, Burn, and then Magical Pet Clicker sounds more like a toy than anything else. But we'll see. So the Moondarter is a Sprite Darter recolor. Burn, or not even a recolor, just another one. Burn is a Corehound. And Corehound Pup Pet. Pet Clicker is almost certainly a toy. Magical Pet Clicker. Command a targeted vanity pet to move to an area and then stay. Interesting. Don't argue with it, been a few years. They did add another mount meta achievement, and it gives a big purple owl pet. It's not for collecting that many mounts, though. Here we go. Collections, mounts. It says it's for 500. The funny thing about that is we already had a meta for 500. I've heard talk that maybe it's actually 600. Regardless, it's not like 1,000, which is there's a lot of mounts you can get these days. Is it for 800? So when I mouse over it, the white text says 500, the green text says 600. Nothing says 800. I'm inclined to believe 600. Clearly it's broken. Clearly it's not displaying correctly. This should not be. This is not working logically. But yeah, 600 seems to be believable. We don't seem to have anything beyond that. I'm at about 1,000 and 1,112. Dungeon gives me trauma. I've done it 1,200 times between getting exalted with High Mountain and BFA. Farming the Worm Trinket and Dragonflight. But yeah, I'm wondering when they're going to add... It feels like they're a little behind on those. I feel like they could have more. Maybe they don't want mount collecting metas to feel too out of reach. Get some transmog. Farm was played dungeon, don't even want to fact check it. It's likely more than that. I don't know how people that go dummy in a dungeon trying to farm a specific trinket out keep their sanity. My friends do it every patch because they care more about their performance than me. Also, it's unusual for my best trinkets to be from dungeons. I can usually get by with raid trinkets for healing. But it just looks awful. My take is I'll either get it from the Great Vault or I won't. That's it. That's what it is. Is there any, like, fast travel out of here? Maybe over here. These guys want to help me? Maybe not. They said in an interview one time they want the rewards from them to be cool. Which they felt like a stretch goal again, getting them with it when you log in, a little anticlimax. Yeah. Portal up the hill to the left. Oh, thank you. I just can't do like really crazy grinds for gear, knowing that the gear is going to have a shelf life of about 3 months. Patches, maybe longer than 3 months, but like patches come out rapidly enough that if I don't get it, I'm only going to be like vaguely suboptimal, not even noticeably suboptimal for such a short period of time. I just can't justify spending that kind of effort on it. Got the decor? Oh, from the thing? This is a guaranteed drop. You're always going to get that. I got 2 of them. I have 4 in my storage already. I don't know. I don't think I'm even gonna... Well, I guess I can learn it. Maybe I'll put them at my horde house or something if I ever make a horde house. Perhaps I should make a horde house so that I can try and endeavor. Just you know, find a public neighborhood and move in. That might be kind of fun. I don't have a horde house yet, and I'd want to make sure I don't use anything in it that I could remotely wish to have in my alliance house, because your decor is not, you know, you've got a shared pool between the two of them. Gonna have to relearn so many specs. Whoever took Ray of Frost by choice before. Did you get the mounts? It's pretty. It's a big owl. Anushala, Shadow's Guidance. Why wouldn't you make a horde house? The only acceptable fashion choice. Oh dear. I fear I've made many unacceptable choices in your eyes. 582 mounts. Nice. Is there an endeavor you want? Nah, not really. I don't really know what the options are. I figure I'm gonna get all of them eventually over the course of my life. There's nothing in particular I'm like super dying for. I just want any of them to be able to get more decor. Especially if I want to keep my realm rank. Anything giving me... Oh, my mouse over is really struggling. I just want to see what you would get for these world quests, and it's not showing it to me. I guess I can just have faith that it'll be worth it. Enjoyed the Aberrus patch. It was the last patch I thoroughly enjoyed. Wish you just unlocked the decor items and that was it. Yeah, same. Most server tooltips have been weird for me too. I guess I can reload, because that should be working. I think it's just busted. How is pre-patch feeling? Relatively stable. Couple of minor hiccups here and there. Vague amounts of falling to one's death. I don't know what kind of plot I would want for a horde house. I guess I might be less picky, because if I'm just going to take one in a public neighborhood, yes, I could figure out what plot I have my heart set on and then, like, fish for the neighborhood that has it available, but, like, it seems like it's going to be more of a utility thing than anything. Maybe I should just pick one that's near to the hub. Had to buy a token to sell to fund all the transmog reapplication. I heard that they're gonna give us one free outfit save in an upcoming mini patch. I heard that. I don't know. I didn't see the post, although I'm sure it's around, but someone said that in chat. Druid feels good. Priest feels a bit weak. Holy is like 3 buttons, and I'm used to being overwhelmed by buttons. Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be a problem for me. I should probably try and heal some dungeons before Midnight comes out to find out if I like it or not. I'm just assuming that I will. Have you decided what you're maining in Midnight? Probably Holy Priest, but I was just talking about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I start playing it and I hate it. Do I hold on and have faith that I will like it better in the future? Or do I accept that it's more of a fundamental philosophy change and that I'm going to need to pursue something else? You know, could go either way. Yeah, I think I want to make a horde house. Kind of feel the same about Feral. I don't think I'll know until I'm like raiding with it though. Can't get used to the fact that I no longer have Thrash. Premonition really got gutted. But Premonition also isn't something I've played with my whole life. It's not so much about like the presence or loss of any specific mechanic, it's just if I don't feel like I have... If I just feel like I'm... I don't know. I guess it'll depend on whether or not I feel equipped to heal through challenging situations. Or if I feel like I just don't have the tools to do it. Healed a few keys, everyone trying out the new talents. It was actually kind of fun. Mana patch issues are huge. Yeah, early expansion pre-patch is usually a good time to take downtime if you wanted some, because the game is traditionally a little bit busted for a while. Now's the time for it to be broken before any actual content comes out. I think I'm gonna kill Pet Walker. I don't think I need it. It's yelling at me. And it's not an add-on. I kind of thought I would like it more than I have. I'm gonna uninstall it. Have you done DPS healing before? Not professionally. I've never wanted to. I dislike the fundamental concept of it. I want to heal. I do not want to DPS to heal. Finally picked my alliance house today. Just could not resist the Witch in the Woods of plot 21. What kind of plots and areas do people like in the Horde neighborhood? I haven't spent a lot of time in Razorwind Shores. Nine and 46. Beachy area looks kind of pretty. I think the sort of troll beachy situation was kind of what I was vibing with. I guess I need to go wander around. It's not like, it's not going to be, I guess, my main house. So I don't think I need to be as, like, worried about getting it perfect, so to speak. Mesas are cool. I like Thunderbluff vibes. Took one look at the cliffside one, said this has to be his. In the woods by waterfall. Happy I got my mage tower book. Oh, congrats, Haley! Managed to do it without your kick. Resto Shaman's great. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Pick 9 since it has a lovely swimming area. Slightly secluded. Yeah, I'll have to wander around. I wouldn't mind doing the getting World Mender done here. Although I guess we're not in a huge hurry because I still need to do 5 of these Firelands missions and my followers suck. 1 button for damage, super useful. Oh, nice. Yeah, that seems like a really good application for it. Very tall hill. So I guess the purpose of the Horde House, A, to have a place to kind of play around with some of the decor that I know I'm never going to use in my Alliance one. Maybe some of the more goblin-y stuff. I could clean up my trash pile early. And then B, just to do endeavors, really. Just whatever endeavors the public neighborhood happens to be running. I haven't even tried them yet, because we don't have them going yet in my guild neighborhood, so. I feel like a rando public neighborhood's just kind of the way to go. Make a full goblin house. Yeah. Wait for this NPC to come back up. All of my alt smogs are so funny to me. They all have this belt. Just being randomly unmogged is such a jump scare. Pick 39, get my own bridge. I'm too cheap to fix it. I'm not gonna bother. Let's just take her back for now. We got halfway there. Call it good. Pick a horde character and go set up a house, huh? Anthus, maybe? Or maybe Boppin. I gotta fix her. I gotta fix her, Mog. I can't walk around like this. Also, did you know I have a kitty cat now? Oh, baby girl. She's sleeping. Okay. This will not do. Although, she doesn't look as bad as some of my alts do. She don't look good. We're gonna take a look at this. I didn't need to do that, but these are the sets that she has saved. This one looks like a busted version of this one. There's the pool party. Her hair under the sunglasses, I feel like it wasn't that bad before. It's giving Snuffleupagus. Have you checked out how high those high mountain is? Maybe waypoint something. Well, I don't know. How did you know how to transmog as my dentist? Oh. News: an increase to housing storage limit. Overstocked, I'm stuck. I heard it's coming. I don't know when. You can delete stuff though. If there's something that you know you have more of than you're gonna need, you can choose to right click and destroy some. I don't know how you do it. I did it before. It's possible to destroy things. Maybe you have to be in your house to do it. Okay, speaking of housing. Open house finder. And there's Razorwind Shores. So I could pick any of them. I could pick one with lots of empty places. I could pick one that's pretty full. I did do, I did 2 out of the 3 hard mode delve bosses. I never did the first one in season 1, but I did Underpin and I did Kaiveza. I have a video of my Kaiveza. This one, Undertale, has lots of plots available. I'm just gonna tour a random one. I'm trying to find like a cool name. I'm gonna tour this one. Visit. Don't remind me of Underpin. I don't know which plot I want. I may spend the rest of my stream, I've got about a half an hour left, I may spend the rest of it just wandering around looking at plots. This is kind of desert. And it's kind of cute. I like the tall strider and the cactus. So I'm sure there's some different sort of zones. Oh, she needs to fix her, there we go. Some different kind of areas. This is more trees. Sort of elfy. Someone has a beautiful elf house over here. This is kind of reminding me of the Palace of Agrabah in Aladdin. Saying the plot with a waterfall oasis behind it. Okay. Completely the right fashion bug for that too. 31 for sure the best. It's hard for me to like whenever... Oh, there's 31. I was going to say it's hard for me to find a given plot when for anybody recommends one because the numbers aren't exactly logically laid out. Couldn't get the plot I wanted. You can refresh neighborhoods probably infinitely and you may eventually find it. It just might be in a less populated neighborhood. Yeah, this one's nice. It's got river and bridge. It's got some like waterfall. Over here... kind of a mine. This one's kind of nice. This is 46. It kind of feels like the mountain equivalent. It's on the same, it's like on the northeast half of the zone. It's up by the mountains and the waterfalls. It kind of feels like it's similar to my Alliance house, to be honest. You've got some of the sort of hermity ones. This one's across a bridge. That's kind of sick. It's got some views. What's over here? Foresty areas. Oh, you're not even allowed in that person's yard. Oh man, live your life. Make your own rules. I guess maybe in a public neighborhood people are more worried about people behaving in invasive and antisocial ways. I don't know. And then you get kind of red rocks. I don't know what I like. The beachy ones are kind of cool, but I mean, am I really going to set up my yard? I guess I'll set it up a little bit. I feel like this will be like the pressure off house, you know? This will be the one that doesn't feel like I have any like requirement to make it any particular amount of nice. Also, I ought to pick a different flying one. Mount is just a flying platform with a padded futon, dishes for food, and a succubus fanning you. Same Alliance plot you chose. I like the mountains. Plot 32. One down? Building the side of a cliff or a wall, Hobbit style? I think best you're going to be able to do is if they add items that kind of look like big rocks or cliffs, and you could scale them up in a way that you could sort of build out a cliff to kind of cover over your house. You could probably approximate it if you were on the right plot. I don't know if they would add it as like a default thing though. I'm just trying to get a feel. I'm trying to just tour the whole area and get a feel for what I might like. Am I looking for a beach house vibe? This is a beach house. This one feels big to me. These ones are nice too. Guild has subdivisions. Lots are taken in the first subdivision. What I really want is the option to make a basement. I think I read in the PC Gamer interview that basements are like technically challenging for some reason. It's weird. Having a second home on the beach does sound kind of sick. Right? Like this one would be the vacation home. It wouldn't be my year-round home. This is the summer home. So I feel like I should make it maybe a little bit tropical. There's the real fantasy. Is this one cool? You got a really long bridge to get there. Not that I'm ever gonna walk that bridge. I think maybe something beachy. But maybe beachy on the other side. This has got more big palm trees. I think this river beachy area is where I put my horde house on beta. I had like one of these plots. Because this is kind of like a tropical jungle kind of vibe. This is pretty. Yes. I also don't know that this neighborhood is going to be the one. I'm just trying to see if any of the plots, like, super speak to me. How important is it to you guys that live in a public neighborhood that your public neighborhood has a cool name? Or did you just take any name as long as you can get the plot that you wanted? That is Kira, yeah. Yeah, I think I am going to take a beachy plot. I think we're going to make a beach house. Chose based on the plot availability, yeah. So there's beach over here. I feel like I like the beach on the other side a bit, actually. Let's go around. A little sunken pirate ship over here. That seems like a HOA issue. You could be homeless without missing key functionality. The housing system is completely optional. Fully cosmetic, not required to play the game. So there are some NPCs, or some houses, like this house is the only house on this little island. Same with these two houses. They're the only ones on their little land masses. You don't own the entire landmass, mind you. Your property size will be the same. Other people could come over like here, but yeah. Speaking of which, this one's kind of nice. This one is 7. Keep wrapping around this way and see if I find anything that I want. This one's got a cute little dog. Actually, a few of them have cute little dogs. I have to imagine what I'm going to do with it. I told myself I wasn't even going to make it cute, but now I want to. I think I could easily spend the rest of this stream just picking the lot, let alone even setting it up. Just so not going up there. Something beachy. It's probably not going to be this neighborhood. Yeah, the northwest ones have a waterfall and a lake. That's very similar to what I did in my Alliance house. I feel like I've done that. I want something, I want Inksy to have a summer house. I want a vacation, beachy, Airbnb vibes, you know? I'm wondering if it's going to be annoying decorating on sand, but nothing says it has to be a garden. Maybe I can find a way to make it, like, nice, you know? 7, probably not 51. Probably either 7 or 19. 19 kind of has like this fire pit situation, whereas 7 is more like little dune grasses and these trees. This is nice. I like this. Someone lives here, mind you, but that's fine. There is no dock here. If I want a dock, I gotta pick a different one. There is a bridge. Inksy works hard. She deserves a relaxation spot. Yeah. I kind of like the beach grass on the hills. That feels very realistic. And it's its own island, yeah. Oh, this one has a dock. Hang on, this island has a dock. I repeat, plot 19 has a dock. Yeah, I don't know about the fire pit. The fire pit has like furs on the sand. Really? I don't know about this. That's not your plot, but it's on the same island. It also has like a gazebo with a what looks like a tiki bar. It is a tiki bar. That's funny. It's also like available. No one even, oh no, it's not. Never mind. Someone lives here. They just their house looks. Pick mine for waterfall views. Almost got the plot because of the tiki bar. Yeah. These are the only private islands. There's other beachy plots over here. But they are not necessarily island. There's also this one. It's not its own landmass, but it is its own like peninsula. You're surrounded by ocean on a few sides. You have a dock. You have crabs. Not derogatory. A lot of cute things like that. You have to look for them. Yeah. I feel like I'm narrowing it down. This one I kind of wrote off because it was not as far out on the beach as the other two. It was kind of behind the other two. It's cute though. Does it have a dock? No, it has a bridge. Player named Chuddington lives there. And then this one has a dock. Cute little dock. I don't even have fishing trained. I was gonna fish. That crab is asleep. He don't look like he's doing so good. Mine's just above there, 37. Oh, let me go see. I like it. I like the little bridge out to it. It also has a dock. It's beachy, but it's not on the beach. It's like up the hill a little bit. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick which one I want so that I can then fish for a neighborhood that has the one that I want up. Almost picked above it. Yeah. Where is Inksy's beach house? Is this Inksy's beach house? No, Inksy's beach house doesn't have neighbors. I am overthinking this. I think I like this one. I think I'm overselling the importance of a dock. Who needs a dock when you have little islands? I'm not even gonna fish. There's a dock over here. But there's also a tiki bar over there. I like the dock. I don't like the tiki bar. This one's got like more nature. This one has some coconuts. It's got some more flowers built in. It's got more unobstructed views. I feel like I would position my house differently on it. That's where the road is. But I feel like my house would go back facing the view. One above with a little private lookout. Haven't built it yet. Gotta get those decor items first. Beach one's more to the west. I did go over there. They're a little bit more jungly. I'll look at them one more time. So far, I prefer the horde housing zone. Because, yeah, you've got beach over here. There's kind of more waterfall. Nice view. A little junglier. This one's got the red cliffs above it. I don't know if I love that. I don't want anything with too many neighbors. This is kind of sick. It's nice. I like these riverside ones up the hill a little bit. This one, if you wanted green and not sand, but you wanted to be surrounded by a lot of really nice colors, like this is a really nice kind of like view. There's a lot going on in that. That's nicely composed. I know I can move it whenever, but I don't want to move it. I think that if I move my plot after I pick it, I will be less attached to wherever I end up. I want to feel like I got it right the first time. And it's something that you have to pick just based on vibes. It's all you can go off of. Do you like it? Do you see it? This is cute. Inksy's beach house. I like the neighborhood more than I thought I was gonna. Love how it's a little off by itself on plot 37. Can't find plot 37 actually. Oh, there's plot 0. I guess the other thing is these are not very close to the... I should take a look at some of them that are really close to the Endeavor board just for travel efficiency. I'm not gonna like that though. We're not doing it. Who do I think I am? I've ended up here again. Is this the one I like? I think this might be the one I like. It's either this one or the Tiki Bar one. Tiki Bar has a dock. Tiki Bar also has a Tiki Bar though. Might draw yahoos. Alright. Plot 7 it is. Lucky number 7. Let's try and find a neighborhood that has plot 7 available. Should remind myself where I am on the map, so it's on the top right one of those 3 islands. Open house finder. I wonder if it's going to be competitive. It Might be. Visit. This should reserve it for a bit. Yes, please. Iron Sun Gardens. That's kind of cool. On board with that. If you're only doing a public neighborhood for Horde, makes it even easier to move around whenever you want, right?
Cute! Yeah, I like this one. I like it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna get everything done. Not even close. Freddy328, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. So here's my actual house. I want it to face the ocean. And house exterior needs some work for sure. Can't leave this default house exterior in it. Go Placidly, thank you for the 34-month resub. Very much appreciated. Thank you. One of the things that I think is really funny is about how in the Horde neighborhood, there's a lot of Blood Elf exteriors going on. Okay, house type. So you could do a Belf house if you didn't want an Orc house. And I might. But let me try the different types of Orc house. Small. I need a troll house is what I want. Like a troll or a goblin house. But yeah, I think Belf will work. Okay, so engraved arches, craftsman. That one with the wood. Domed, faceted, tiered. I don't want it to be too much. It's beach house. It should be beachy. What about ocean color? That's nice. Sapphire, all about ocean. That little blue-green, that's nice. Alright. And now you can throw oh my god, it gets huge! Ooh. Yeah, people don't want to look like they live in a shed shocker. It's so big! What about a faceted spire? That's a little more reasonable. You don't have to do a spire. And indeed, I think I might not do a spire. They are so tall. It's like it's a house on top of your house. We're gonna kill the spire altogether. What else can we do? You can put little blobbies on him. Dome, dormer. Oh, I like the elegant one. Wow, it's huge! Massive. Alright, no spires. The spires are doing too much for me. I think they're nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking humble beach house, not, you know, Disney Princess Castle. The thought of the staircase makes me feel tired. I don't want it to overwhelm the whole plot, you know? Alright, what about here? Windows? Why do the chimneys go on the outside? I guess they're like ground oven chimneys. I kind of like it more basic, to be honest. I like that that window matches, but I like the planter window in general. I think I like the planter windows on either side of the thing. And then maybe we'll stick a filigree window in the back. Oh, you can do an elegant entryway. Hang on. Oh, but only on the side, I see. So you can do an elegant entryway, which is, again, the size of the house. The grand entryway. Ironically, a little smaller. Simple entryway is just the door. Doors can't be removed, can only be moved to a different location. Okay. These doors, or you could do no door. That's too much. That's a little bit nice. If you do that, you gotta kill the dormer, though. Do you put it on the side? Or you just kill the whole thing? Yeah, keep it a little bit humble. That's fine. All right. Hazel's Beach House. It is still big, like compared to the default one. Like I would love to have it facing. I think I might end up whacking it in a corner. Can you like rotate it by like degrees or not really? My house is level 5 or 6, something like that. Let me see. 6, nearly 7. Yeah, the humble beach lighthouse. I would prefer a more troll or goblin style of house, but this is better than the horde one, so this will do for now. I might even take the fancy door off it, to be honest. I might just do like a simple entryway instead. It saves a lot of space, yeah. I like that better. I want more room for outside the house. Confused as to why all my characters are wearing their helmets. Yeah, they've reverted all your transmog. It was a rather cruel prank. My storage limit is... how do I see what the storage limit is? I don't know how to see where the storage limit is. Placement budget, but... Yeah, I don't know. Try to place an item. No, still 5,000. Great to catch you on. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Okay. Beach house with things that I will not use. Will not use in my other house. Oh yeah, this is the... Oh, it's tiny. The drop, the Twitch drop right now. That is 200% size, by the way. It is not a very big thing. Okay. I like that Razorwind cactus cluster. I could see myself doing more of that. Is there any like beach chairs? Here, let's look at things by culture. And I'm gonna specifically just pull goblin and troll. And that's it. Some of it's in my other house. Like, I need to take it down out of my other house. I know I have, like, the chair. The beach chair. Anyway. This is fine for now. This is something. This looks a little better than nothing, you know? You can tell someone moved in and tried. I want to quickly stop by the middle and see what's even up Endeavor-wise. Earn Endeavor progress by completing tasks in a neighborhood group. 38 days remaining. Niffin! Smell sensation! Once I got to level 6 by speaking with the architect guy after I had enough experience for it. You do have to go activate it. Oh, there's one poor person who's doing most of the progress on the Endeavor in this community. Gonna do the cacti for my house too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a few more of the clusters. Guide bees to pollinate flowers around the town center. This might be what I get up to tomorrow. House upgrades. Speaking of contractors. Oh, he just taught me the fine lumber ability. That's nice. Huh. Maybe my house wasn't upgraded before. I was able to talk to this contractor and just do it. Anyway, we've nearly enough XP to get to 7. Which is going to be extra budget. Interesting. So the Niffin are here. Oh, he's coming with me. It's something to do with smelling for bees. Do not know what's going on. I have an incense pot here. Guide bees past flowers. I love it when the game yells at you in all caps. Can I like browse the vendors or not yet? Pick a bee. Okay, the bee is coming. About done. Thanks for the stream. Always a pleasure. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we'll do more of this tomorrow for sure. I've got a lot of figuring things out to do. So if I pollinate 20 flowers, I get 3 community coupons and 10 house XP. I still have the bee with me. Are you pollinating? Yes. Seems to be working. If I pick up more bees, does it happen more quickly? One person doing all the Endeavor kills me. I'm here for it. There's a couple of other things. Researchers under fire. It's funny, they want you to go do Zerlot Caverns stuff. Cute. So I know that I want to do Niffin in general just for the soil. There's dirt to be had. Are there mechanics that are intended to stop you from completing an Endeavor and then moving to a new neighborhood with a different Endeavor to collect things more quickly? Is that like discouraged? Like you're not allowed to switch it once you've picked it kind of thing? Or are people actually doing that? Because I understand that eventually we'll get them all, so I'm not really in like a huge rush. I do it to level my alliance. Oh. You can even go to your friend's neighborhood, buy from their Endeavor vendor. You switch and do it all if you want to. Okay. How is my pollinating going? Oh, we're almost there, actually. We've been doing great. This is gonna get us all of 10 house XP out of, like, what, a bajillion? New items unlock in the vendor, I see. There must be some items. Endeavor engagement. So you can help here in the neighborhood, or you can help in the Zerlik Caverns. Yeah, you can move your house. I kind of want to stay in one neighborhood. I feel like I want to, like, get settled in here a little bit. Okay, so it's repeatable. I earned 3 coupons. I would like to see who is selling things. There's like a regular vendor here, but this is... You're just the regular flower person, although I can certainly get more... I want a few more of these. And I would love to get more... These are great. A couple of these, maybe. The clusters, the cactus clusters. A couple more. Maybe one of these too. There must be an Endeavor vendor. They must be nearby with all these Niffin. I don't see anyone marked on the map. Oh, Big Slick is here. Like, I understand that we haven't really unlocked like a lot of stuff on the vendor, but you'd think you could still browse the vendor. Gonna need a concerning amount of cactus clusters. Is there somewhere else where it is? None of you guys want to sell me anything. This is the Endeavor engagement guy. There's more Niffin over here, but they didn't want to sell me anything. Oh, here it is. I found him. I found him. Okay. So I could already, if I get enough things, I can buy a jar. A bowl. Ooh, I love the stoneware stuff. A bucket. Or... Aw! I thought that was going to be a real grub. Need to move to a new neighborhood. Only me and the partner doing endeavors. I think they should over time... And maybe I'm just hallucinating this. I thought they said that they will eventually sort of scale to the amount of people that are active to kind of make them completable wherever. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, here, I'm on the activity log. Bob, I'm helping. I'm helping. It seems like 10 community coupons wise. Perform helpful neighborly deeds. The Zerlik Caverns ones might give more, just in general. Like XP and coupons. It's kind of cute. I didn't realize that Endeavors were going to have us go play old content. I knew there was going to be stuff to do, like, in the neighborhood. I knew there was going to be tasks like this, and I knew it was going to involve like current content, kind of like Trading Post does. I didn't realize that it was going to be like this, though. It's kind of neat. Daily quests with decor rewards repeatable. I think they just cycle. I think there's a set pool of them, and they just cycle. I think they're repeatable. My guild's first endeavor is Mechanomes, and I'm the only Mechanome in the guild. Nice. Yeah, Endeavor's only just released with pre-patch. They were not in earlier. They just started this week. The Grumbles one wants to do quests and PvP in Kunlai. Oh my gosh. Stuff to do in the neighborhoods. Yeah. I'm on bee duty right now. World quests. They're like caverns. 20 world quests for 10 house XP. That seems like a lot. Oh, I see. So you also have do delves. Now here's a question. Any of my characters could do these, right? Even, like, I just have to pivot which thing. So my priest or, like, could do delves and get coupons. Are community coupons, they are miscellaneous, they are warband tradable. Okay, so you can transfer coupons. That's good to know. I was wondering, do I need to play this hunter? I really just picked her to be like a horde character. So that I could, I picked her to be a horde character for the sake of, I love the Pollen Knight thing, it's super easy. Buying the house repeatedly on the same or different characters. You have to be in that guild? So if I was on my priest and she wasn't in the guild, I can't just... I want to try it. I feel like I want to just mess with it. Let me finish getting up to 20 here. No, it should be fine, because this character is in my Alliance guild. She's just a horde character. I don't see why it wouldn't work for my main. You want to have access to the list? Even if you select it on the drop-down? I haven't tried it yet, so I should give it a go. Are we good? We're at 18 to 20. We just need two more flowers. Fun to get 3 chickens for Sloth. There we go. Nice. It's me, I'm pollinating flowers. So let's pop on to Inksy. Because, yeah, my Horde neighborhood is public. My Alliance neighborhood is guild. I want to be able to work on my Horde endeavor on all of my characters. I think I should be able to. It'd be nice getting endeavors and trading posts done. Yeah, I feel like I won't rush endeavors quite as much as I rush trading post. So I can view this. I can look at the endeavor tab. I can set it as an active endeavor. So you can only be contributing towards one endeavor at a time. But that's fine by me because I don't even have an endeavor available in my other neighborhood. Yeah, you have to pick one at a time, but you can work on it on any character. It's possible that maybe you can't set it as active if it's the guild one. I can't test that. I'm not in a guild neighborhood that has an endeavor up. But if it's a public one, it seems like any of your characters can do it just fine. Raid bosses can count collecting herbs. Love a double farm. Alright. You can do them any character without being a member of that community. Yeah. Can't do it on guild, wasn't able to. Maybe you just need to find, there might be just a setting you're missing, or maybe it's a bug in your UI. It sounds like you can. You just need to set it as your active endeavor. I think as long as you have a house there. But anyways, I gotta go. I am wrapped up for today. Tomorrow, I have a feeling I'm gonna be working on Endeavor, plus I'm gonna be working on this Endeavor more. I'm gonna be helping out this poor person who's been soloing it. And then I'm going to maybe decorate my horde house a little bit. We'll see. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.